You know, like that one.
We're
you know,
gonna
like
talk
that
about
one?
the N-word again on the show, so
Oh, I'm sure. We're live
Yeah,
now,
we need
by the way.
the audience of fucking white guys to talk about the N word.
Do it.
yeah.
Audience.
Well,
That will
and-
be half the
and-
episode.
And SOV.
Yeah, SRV's blue. SRV's a Smurf.
blue
Blue Lives
triangle.
Matter though. Blue Lives Matter.
Blue Lives Matter.
Yeah.
For sure.
I like.
Bronze,
I
look up the
posted on my
holidays, because I
Snap-
know you didn't do it.
Well, I mean, I have one in the chamber.
Hell yeah.
I made a joke on my Snapchat in like 2020 where I was like, Blue Lives Matter, and I just posted like the Smurf cat because I knew what that was before it was a fucking viral meme. I posted it as
Matter
a Blue
or
Lives
Smurf?
Matter.
Okay.
Smurf cat.
Okay.
And my friend got really mad and was like, "Why do you like cops?" I'm like, "Dude, I am making a joke that this cat is blue. All right, it is a very surface level
the
joke.
cat's blue. That's what's funny.
Somebody
The
And
joke
why
is
he
that
Urkel?
All blues are bad.
the joke is right there. It is right in front of you. Dangling it in front of you like you're a dog and I have a treat and you don't even get it.
And why he Urkel, though?
It wasn't Urkel in the FNAF movie.
Why do you keep like our audio on when the stream countdown is going?
Because it's open answer.
Hold open. Don't you know anything about content?
God damn.
Holy crap, Gumball Watterson, yeah.
How are we today, everybody? This is episode 29 of the Degeneracy Live podcast.
You are, so I got a question to start off the show. Have you guys heard about that?
The bird is the word.
You guys hear about that gorilla?
Yeah, you hear about that shit that happened at Cincinnati Zoo?
That was pretty crazy.
That shit's fucked. Why'd they
What
do
happened
that?
Damn.
to Harambe, man?
Wait, what
Yeah.
happened?
Oh, did you not hear about this?
What happened?
Oh,
They
so,
shot
I came in the middle of you guys talking about Harambe, so I don't know what this is.
They fucking
yeah,
shot him.
so for those unaware in chat, for those unaware, in the Cincinnati Zoo a couple days ago, a kid actually fell into one of the gorilla exhibits, and like the gorilla wasn't doing too much. I feel like the most he did was like drag the kid around or something. It wasn't too
normal gorilla behavior.
normal gorilla stuff. If there was a kid in my exhibit, I'm not going to finish that sentence. But the zookeepers just like shot the gorilla and he's just dead now
In combat.
in combat.
Were they aiming for the kid? And they missed?
Shit.
Personally, I think they should
Yeah,
have.
they were there.
because-
They were up there on the the guard towers, and they just missed them.
On an unironic note, do you hear the kid who was like dragged by Harambe died from like a stray bullet? You got
From the
fucking
people who
shot.
shot Harambe?
I don't believe.
No, the kid who got dragged in the exhibit died because of a stray bullet.
Oh, that's actually real.
yes.
I don't
I'm
believe
not
you.
Joking. He kicked the bucket.
Yeah, he's fucking dead. Did you hear about this? I mean, it's not true, but like, could you imagine?
No, it is true. Wait, what?
I don't know. Welcome to the show, everybody. Is that the holiday today? Is it Harambe Day?
I mean,
It
we
should
could make
be.
it if we believe really hard.
Oh wait, it's also I guess it's also Pearl Harbor. Okay, well that other
Two equal tragedies. But no, today's a very important holiday because today is the 2023 Game Awards, baby.
Oh fuck off, dude. We're not
Jeff
even
Keighley,
watching
yeah.
it. Why?
That's right,
even acknowledge
Metroid
it?
Prime 4. It's
They have
happening.
announced Minecraft 5. They skipped like 3 games.
It's so
Pikmin
big
6,
that
baby.
it skips the other three.
What was it with Harambe pulling that kid's pants up?
Yeah, that was gay as hell.
That was weird. Why did he just like, oh, you've fallen into my exhibit. Pull your pants up, young boy. And then he dragged him.
He thought that he was one of his own chimps, and he was like trying to discipline him. He's like, dude, you look like a freaking punk.
You look like a dumbass with your pants falling down like this. Let me drag you and fuck.
We should probably research the race of the child before we make any further jokes.
Oh yeah, okay. Oh goodness. Please, racist or not.
Hey, I didn't say anything fucking
Rumble,
bad.
please.
It's Drake who called him a fucking chimpanzee.
Oh, it
Harambe
literally
kid.
is also Hanukkah. Hey, Hanukkah starts today.
Oh, okay.
So happy
Fine.
Hanukkah. Happy
Fine,
Hanukkah.
you can have that one.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you for
I hope
reminding
you're
us,
watching
I see.
8 Crazy
Hey.
Nights.
Drake.
Is 8 Crazy Nights a
Got it.
Hanukkah movie? I thought it was.
That's why it's
Christmas
called
movie.
8 Crazy Nights, because there are 8 crazy nights of Hanukkah.
8 Christmases.
Oh, there's 8. There's 8 days till Christmas. He forgot about like the first 4.
Yeah.
He slept through them.
Is the 12
Christmas
days
and then
of
the
Christmas
seven
just meant to like?
Boxing Days.
Is it just meant to like one up the 8 days of Hanukkah? Because we don't actually celebrate 12 days of Christmas.
Well, no, because on the first 4 days you just get birds.
Whatever happened to the 34
Drake,
days?
why do you instead of laughing just kind of whimper? What the fuck's up with that?
It's fucked up.
Also,
No,
Drake.
hey, it's not fucking. It's what you do.
Hanukkah
Also-
kind of technically just started like a few hours ago because it starts at sundown, right?
Started at 7 p.m. whatever time zone I'm in.
Whichever.
ESG.
Okay. So like an
This
hour.
is why we're celebrating.
So happy Hanukkah, fellas.
Also, Drake, to continue on the bit, you should delete the episode because the child is in fact black.
Oh, okay. Goodbye. Good night, everybody.
See ya.
No, I did it again.
Drake, please
Carl!
stop whimpering, please. For
It
the
is
love of-
severe and continuous lapse in our judgment.
What did he mean by that? Continuous. What is that? What did that mean?
Continuous lapse.
He will
He's-
continue to lapse.
He's still lapsing to this day.
My teacher made a severe and continuous lapse in judgment joke in fucking
Like-
class the other day.
Literally nobody mentioned it at the time, and I kept thinking like, what did he mean by continuous? That word makes no sense in context.
Because he kept making mistakes. That's that continuous. He continued
Because
to
he's
make
Logan
mistakes.
Paul.
Yeah, okay, but you wouldn't.
My-
A continuous lapse. Like lapse would be one thing.
My teacher sat down for the
Still
class
going.
and he forgot to grade an assignment and he sat down and it's like, "Hey, everyone quiet down. I have made a severe and continuous mistake. What was it? What was it? I've made
Made a severe and continuous lapse in my judgment.
Yeah,
and I do not
severe
expect to
and
Are
be
you not
continuous
even a
lapse in my
fucking
judgment.
Logan Pauler? Are you kidding
I'm
me?
not. I'm not part
Not even
of
a
the,
fucking savage or whatever.
What was it
dumb
called? The
shit he
Bloods.
says.
What was his like fake called?
That's what
The Crips?
Yeah, his fan base is called the Crips. Everyone that's a Logan Pauler actually is a Crip. Did you know that?
Yeah.
That's
Logan
fucking crazy,
Paul, man.
Drake. SRV, are you a blood or a Crip? Oh, you're a Crip. You're blue.
Yeah.
Ooh,
You really
yeah,
don't
we
have a-
got
you
beef
don't really
then.
have-
I got the red hat today.
Oh yeah.
You're
You
wearing a
better
red hat.
square up, motherfucker.
All right, why are you wearing a MAGA hat?
Time for the fight.
Oh, because it's funny. It's
Okay.
not a MAGA hat.
He's trying to attract Trumpster Bob onto the show.
You know,
Trumpster
last time
Bob
I was on the show,
fell
I was
off
wearing
the
a hat.
fucking earth. By the way, I have not. No one's heard from him in like a
I thought
month.
I saw Trumpster Bob the other day when I was out with my parents.
He went out to like India, wherever the fuck you live, and was like,
Yeah, I was
posted
coming
it.
home from talking to my probation officer, and I look out the window and I see like a guy who looks like a wizard, like Trumpster Bob.
Oh, you told us
And
about this
he-
on a different show.
Yeah, he's like barely able to drive and damn near fucking flying off the road.
We're, you know, the damn immigrants, you know.
Yeah, he was talking to. His lips were moving and did not look like singing. It was like
Oh, I'm
very
sure-
clearly like.
I'm sure he
talking
was just
himself.
talking over a wireless cell phone that was connected to his '87 Ford Ranger or whatever the fuck.
It was connected to his hearing aids.
Have you
Does he have
considered-
hearing aids?
Oh,
He probably
almost
needs them
certainly.
because that's probably why
He has the
talks over everyone.
Neuralink installed in his brain, and he was just on a wireless call.
He has the Neuralink installed in his brain. That's why he goes on all those random rants because it just keeps hitting random fucking like receptors in his brain.
Oh, who the
And then
fuck?
he's like, oh,
Who was the guy that created Temple OS?
I know who you're talking about. I can't think of his name though.
I don't know why I
Trumpster
thought
Bob?
of Derek Chauvin immediately.
Trumpster
Derek
Bob,
Chauvin. Derek Chauvin, yes.
What the
Derek
fuck?
Chauvin.
No,
Jim.
he got stabbed.
It
in
was like
prison recently
Terry.
and
Oh,
lived.
Terry
That's
A.
funny as hell.
Davis.
Terry Davis.
I was gonna
He's
say
got, like-
Jim Davis.
He's got like the Terry A. Davis thing where he's like on like the cybernetic call. During like the last few years of his life, he would say that he's on call with like Bill Gates and Elon Musk. We're like, hello? Yeah, well, you know, we're talking about the Temple OS. Yeah, we're gonna put it in the newest Tesla Model X. Actually, very
The three
serendipitous.
richest men on Earth.
Yes. Yes, the three richest men on Earth: Elon Musk, Bill Gates, and Terry Davis.
Yeah.
And
And
That's
those
why
are
the
the three
guy who
people that
owns
I
Dairy
want
Queen
to
summers
moderate
up-
the next
summer up there.
Republican debate.
That's why. Well, no, the FBI had to kill him with that train that just so happened to pass by those rails.
You know, trains don't actually go on train tracks. Fun fact. That was
Trains
they did
don't
that.
kill people. People kill people.
They set that up just to kill Terry Davis. Trains didn't exist before he died. It's a Mandela effect. Yeah.
No, that's a gang stalker thing. They gang stalked him into a. That's kind of a combination of like all of our memes.
Yeah, all of our unfunny bits.
Except for, but how about we play the clip though, and see.
Are we
They
watching?
never show the
I don't
clip.
want to watch Terry.
Never
A.
play the
Davis.
clip.
I don't want to watch
Yeah,
Terry
we're gonna-
Davis get hit by a train.
No,
I'm
we're gonna
sorry.
watch a clip of Terry A. Davis become a human applesauce.
Getting hit by a train.
We're gonna watch the entirety of the Temple OS down the rabbit hole.
I miss the good old days on YouTube. This is unrelated to everything we've been talking about. I miss the good old days on YouTube when you could like
Milkman, the
intersplice
paper
just
boy.
actual gore with like a cartoon, and then it would just pass. I was talking about this earlier with my best friend Nick.
Yeah, that's when YouTube was for the people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's when it was.
Did you
YouTube
guys
and
ever
not
hear about
AdTube.
those like creepypastas, like the Amazing World of Gumball one, the Grievening?
It's hard
Ever-
to find. It is harder to
did-
find content related to that now. I think post Slenderman stabbing, they're very censorious on what they want to show.
I saw this stuff post Slenderman stabbing. No, there were like I remember like as a kid I saw this like video and it was just like multiple of these actually existed. There was like the Grievening reel and it would just be like already kind of disturbing because it would just be like actual photos of like dead bodies then edited onto like Gumball characters and then just in multiple of them there would just be actual like gore. Like there was a guy like blowing his fucking brains out.
No,
and
I'm
I saw
talking.
that when I was like
Yeah,
6.
obviously it still existed, but I was saying like since
Red
then, I feel like
Mist.
it's been harder to find. Red Mist
Yeah.
is a good one too. I used
What's-
to watch Slenderman spotted in real life videos.
I saw that, but it was I was
But
like
they're harder-
Slenderman spotted in cartoons, and it was like Adventure Time.
I saw that. I saw those too, and it's like a white circle on something black, and they're like, "That must be freaking Slenderman."
No, the one I saw was just plain fake, and the guy admitted to it. Like in the same video, be like, "Look at this! This is Slenderman," and it was just like a drawing of Slenderman in the background. I was like, "Holy shit!" And then the same video, the fuck is that?
We're gonna watch the
I
scariest
used to watch
video I've ever
Slenderman
seen.
Gangnam Style.
The fuck is that on the top right of your fucking screen?
It's Slenderman.
The guy with the
Slenderman
backwards
wants
hat.
revenge. This is a video that scared the hell out of me as a kid. I thought it was real as hell.
How old were you?
This came out 11 years ago, so I was 9 years old.
Okay, you don't have an
Okay.
excuse. I would have been like
Oh.
5. I have an excuse. Not 5. I would have been 4. My birthday was the other day. That's when I was.
We're
joining
about to go
fall.
demolition this house right here.
Okay, guys, let's go.
I was jealous of that kid because he had an Under Armour shirt, and I really wanted an Under Armour shirt too. I was like, damn, this kid died, but at least he had fucking drip.
That's the scariest part is the drip.
It's scary how dripped out he was. He got fucking murdered.
Dude, shh.
Do you think they make Slender drip memes now?
Dripper man.
I hope. I mean, I can imagine it now. Slenderman in the
He's gonna break
Goku
into your
pose.
house and steal all your drip. You're gonna be stuck wearing.
He's
Like,
gonna steal all your
Asics.
Under Armour shirts.
Steal your Supreme jacket.
You're gonna be stuck wearing like Asics and freaking and one and stuff.
You're gonna be stuck fucking wearing whatever they have pulls.
Oh my god. It's him.
I'm
That's
curious
Slenderman.
if they were in on.
Bronze just kicked the bucket. All right.
Is he gone? Yeah, he's gone.
He just
Slenderman
fucking
got
left.
him.
Slenderman got him. Welcome back,
Hi,
Bronze.
Bronze.
Sorry, I died.
Did Slenderman get you?
Oh yeah, it was so scary. I had to leave.
We should definitely get that again.
I
You
kind of
pushed
like.
him into a gorilla enclosure.
I kind of like this part. I think it's actually clever filmmaking that they have Slenderman in the background here.
Oh, they
It's
do.
terrifying.
Guys, I don't want to do it again.
Oh, we're gonna
Well,
do it.
go behind the bush or something. Okay,
These kids are like 30 years old
okay,
now.
one more time. Okay, okay.
And this is their life's achievement.
Whoa, run this way, dude. Whoa.
Whoa, a house! Shit!
Go.
A house!
It's a dude in a Halloween costume.
They didn't even see him. They just ran at nothing. Like the characters saw nothing. They just decided, well, it's time to run.
That's a meta narrative about how Slenderman is messing with their minds.
Get behind them.
Just chill behind this gravestone.
Oh my gosh, that's right.
Shh, quiet, or Slenderman will hear you.
Okay.
His vision
Yeah,
is
it's
based on movement.
It makes no sense. Okay, now here's a character flaw. This makes no sense. They did not see Slenderman.
Ding.
Ding.
Plot hole.
Okay, turn about. Okay. Okay, I think she's gone, dude.
Yeah, she's gone.
We
So
hit
I
for
think it was
like
the
30
neighbor
minutes.
that came out, but they're like freaking.
still outside
They're freaking out
forever.
this much about the neighbor. Imagine when Slenderman comes around.
You want me? I say we go do the house again. I mean, I'm
No,
being serious.
no,
I say
not
we
again.
do the
gotta
house
find
again.
Steven, though.
No, dude, we're going to do the house one more time.
We're
okay?
fine.
we
Let's
gotta find
just go in there again.
Okay, just have a conflict
He
here.
hid behind that bush. Let's go.
We're gonna go do it again.
I'm really scared, you guys.
Look how scared he
Come
is.
Back out and look around again. I say you
Fucking
go
Frankie
hide somewhere.
Muniz here. He looks terrified.
Sure. Okay, turn your lights on. Dude,
I just noticed how many dislikes this video has.
we're not gonna hit that house again.
This isn't
Oh my
real.
god.
You should have got
hit
the
for
real
30
Slender
minutes.
Man.
We almost got
Here,
caught.
Drake, I know this is like barely related anymore. This is like basically the video I saw, but except like interspliced in between like the freezing cold and surprise part, it was just like a video of a dude shooting himself in the fucking head. The shotgun.
Hog house.
Like I'm not fucking you.
I
This
don't
really,
know why
I
we
saw
walked
this.
that house again.
Damn.
That's so stupid.
We gotta find Steven, though. He said he was behind that
Yeah, I think he
bush.
said he-
Listen, you're
one of them-
disappointing the Slender fans in the audience.
Okay, okay, let's go.
My knee is hurt.
The real Slender fans.
Fine.
The real ones that
That's why
will
I
go
was
and
limping
stab their
when I was
best
running
friend.
earlier, Because I
Or
really
Slender.
hurt my
Wheel.
knee when I was doing the stair thing today. Have I ever told you this?
Can
Oh
you
my god, I
imagine if
found the exact
something
video. I found the exact video. Oh my god.
Why?
I don't know.
It was this, but just with gore in it.
Steven!
I feel like we shouldn't play it.
Okay, wait here. Let's go.
I mean, this is not the one with the gore in it.
Why is it
let's go back up
2005?
to the-
Gumball came out in 2011.
I don't
Oh my
know.
god.
Whoa! Oh my god!
Zoom in on
Oh my
that.
Oh my
god!
god.
Tim!
Zoom in on that!
A white man.
What is he holding? Is he holding
Holy-
like a sack
oh
of
shit,
cash
it's a
here?
white guy.
Did you just rob a
Dude,
bank?
oh my god. Whoa, whoa.
He's in a suit. He might be a Republican candidate.
Zoom in on it. Zoom in on it.
Zoom in on it!
We gotta get out of here.
We need to
We
leave.
gotta go get Steven though.
Dude, you wanted to go
gone,
knock at the
they're-
fucking neighbor's door.
This kid's fucking
Go, go,
obsessed
go,
with
go,
Steven.
go,
I
go.
feel like they have like a gay relationship. Drake, the screen's completely dark, by the way. Like, the audience can't see a damn thing.
Oh, that's cool. Okay, that's fine. Hang on.
They're
think
missing
you're-
out on cinema.
Drake, you're a dumbass.
Sorry.
Drake, we should play that. We should play the last video since it counted. The one from 2005.
It's
It was-
doesn't- the literally. Okay, here it is. We got it, guys. Sorry, everyone.
You think that's a
Is he
real
playing
video?
Flappy Bird here? The fuck?
He totally
Made it up.
fucking
I'm
is.
gonna check if he's safe.
Slenderman's natural
That's-
enemy.
That's the scariest thing. He
he's
still
there.
has
He's there.
Flappy Bird on his
Hold on, I'm
phone.
freaking out.
That was
man.
scary, dude.
Don't uninstall Flappy Bird or you can't get it back.
Or Slenderman will get you.
Guys, look out. Slenderman's gonna uninstall Flappy Bird.
Oh,
I'm freaking
I
out.
got a really bad feeling, man.
I know.
I got a
I'm
bad
just gonna
feeling,
sit here,
man.
guys.
I've got a bad feeling about this.
he's just like
He's right
casually
behind me,
flexing
isn't
his
he?
little Flappy Bird.
Where is he, man?
I think, is that him over there?
Slenderman pops up behind you like, hello there.
Oh my god!
Run!
Was that
And
a,
and Drake,
Got
your
him in
main
a fucking
concern in this video
chokehold.
was that you did not have the drip that kid was wearing.
Yes.
A kid just got like raped and murdered, and you're like, "Ah, fuck, I wish I had his shirt.
Are we not gonna mention that?
He has a
Yeah,
trash
look,
bag.
Slenderman just fucking is gonna fucking suplex this kid.
Is he have a
I'll
trash bag in his
driver.
head? Is it just a
That is
garbage
totally
bag?
a fucking no, not a chest. That's totally a fucking Target bag.
They didn't even bother to go to a Halloween store.
You think
Yeah,
that they
he's coming
like,
closer. Let's stop. Let's not move forward.
You think they just kind of made like Slenderman outfits back then?
I mean,
Suits did exist before then.
well, they got,
Okay, the mask. That's fucking. I'm
that's
guessing
what
what
the mask
SMU is.
is.
Yeah, white people did exist before that.
I want to get a good look at this face here.
Drake, this video is too scary. Can we? Oh god,
Ah,
Okay.
it's just
Okay.
like making my headache worse. Fucking static.
wow.
Drake, this video is a bit too scary. Can we stop watching it? My mom might
It's
take
over.
away. Jesus Christ.
He died for real.
My mom might
Yeah.
take away my computer if you keep playing this. Can we turn it off?
so
I
did
don't wanna get in
Slenderman upload the video?
Yes, Slenderman.
trouble. Yeah, who
uploaded
uploaded
it
this
for
video?
proof?
Oh shit, we gotta watch file number 2.
Yeah, we gotta watch like
It's 12
we just
minutes
gotta.
long.
I'm not watching another one of these fucking videos. If we watch one of these, I'm gonna turn my camera on and shoot myself.
We gotta see the lore.
We gotta see
My
how
life is
video
on the
was
line right
uploaded.
now, Val.
She's threatening her own life. I'm okay with watching it. No, I'm just
The Peter Copter.
XQC.
Actually,
gets
Jake, I can
separated by
do you one better.
Moist
I'll leak the
Critical in
DMs.
in 6 moves. Is that like impressive?
I think so.
XQC beat Moist Critical in chess.
No, Moist Critical beat XQC.
I'm
Is
not
like-
surprised.
Is that like beating like a 2-year-old toddler that doesn't know the
Yeah,
rules?
that's like. What's
Well,
the
it
gambit
appears-
where you can just win in like literally 2 moves? That's like doing that.
It appears Critical has beaten XQ Cow, actually.
Yeah,
There we go.
I want to watch this. This could be good.
The Peter Copter. It's a great clip.
Burberry Hero, the new fragrance
Horses.
for men.
Smells like horses.
Smell like horse man.
It's like some Barbie type of shit.
Normal words, but a horse guy.
All right, calm down, Cleveland.
I'm gonna kill Quagmire!
Oh, God, you're hyperventilating. Chris, get
Damn.
in your bag. Okay, Cleveland, breathe into the bag. It'll calm you down.
Peter, I'm not sure that
Not
that's
now, Lois. Okay, Cleveland, relax.
He's not supposed to breathe like that. Anyways, he's killing
The
this guy.
NYPD.
We have to give commentary on this clip, so it's fair use, guys.
Yeah.
Suffocation is funny.
That's not good.
Derek Chauvin.
All right.
But
that's-
you're gonna be the one to get this fucking episode taken down.
Why
bronze.
do you keep mentioning fucking Derek Chauvin?
Well,
You
the
guys hear he got
situation keeps
stabbed?
coming up.
The
In prison?
situation.
Hell yeah.
You got stabbed in prison. That's pretty funny.
Anyways,
Hell yeah.
So now we're gonna watch a video about a bunch of white guys who couldn't play basketball because they're too short.
Well, now they wrote no. They can play basketball. They wrote a whole movie where they play basketball.
Yeah. They couldn't get on TV because they were too short, and now they're doing this.
Yes, they had the
They epically owned women.
all the tripods were about a foot shorter than they had to be. Like standard LA equipment was too tall even on its lowest setting, so they just had to modify it.
They went
And
to
even then, they
Ireland with all
still
the
look
dwarves.
short
It's for
through
accessibility.
the entire movie.
Anyways, let's take a look here.
In a world
Is that Terry
where
Crews?
women's sports is being transformed,
Ah, that's
the
hilarious.
Daily
Clever.
calls
Yeah, I don't get it.
foul with the most triggering comedy of the year.
No! The
This
entire
is really triggering me,
the
dude.
entire appeal of I mentioned this off camera, but just like the entire point of this movie is not to exist as a movie, but to exist as a synecdoche of itself and like the conservative party like in general, where it exists partially within commentary of itself, right? And not
It
as
doesn't
a product
exist.
in itself.
It doesn't exist to be a good movie. It exists to be an angering movie to other people that
Well,
the movie people
no
don't
one's
like.
angry about it. Is the thing. No
Oh yeah,
one's-
but it's
Everyone's just like
No one's
annoyed.
e-
Like really,
no
we're
one's
doing this
ever
again?
angry at conservative comedy, but they think that they're angering people.
I'm furious. I had to watch this thing.
SRV, I don't think you can feel furious, actually. I don't think you have feelings.
That might be true. Oh, by the way, this guy made this stupid face for the entire movie.
Oh,
How much
that
you want to
sounds
bet
hilarious.
this movie is like 15 minutes long? It's just like the full versions of the scenes in the trailer, and then it's just a black screen with no audio for an hour.
It's like a huge like tax evasion scandal.
Because they knew no one would see it in theaters.
Oh, this didn't get a theatrical release. This is released on Daily Wire Plus, ladies and gentlemen.
That's the reason why I didn't watch
Which
it.
is where
because
I
didn't
got
wanna
which is
give
where
them
I
money.
got LadyBallers.2023.720p web rip. That's where I got it from.
Oh, okay.
Wait, I'm sorry. That was what you sent me? You wanted me to watch the entirety of Lady Ballers with some timestamps?
Yes.
Drake, you are a sick individual.
Guys, this is serious.
Just
Sports
like
can
in
be
real
your
life.
pathway to a better life.
Yes, this is exactly how it goes.
Dude, they've even made slapstick bad.
Please
How
don't
is
steal
that
my
possible?
catalytic converter again. Winning matters. It's the key ingredient.
No.
of
Who's this
becoming a-
guy? Oh, this
Look,
is
wait. Look at this. So, look at how short this camera angle makes him look.
Yeah, there's a lot of high. Yeah, actually.
This is serious. Sports can be your pathway
Now
to a
keep
better
in
life.
mind, this guy is both the
That
director
shit's
of this
actually
movie
short.
and the
Rewind that
CEO
shit.
of
Look at the
Daily
pillar.
Wire.
Look at him in comparison to the pillar.
This is serious. Sports can be your
This is serious, and then there's black man on phone. They're not taking this
A
serious.
pillar like that is typically like
6 feet at that part there, I guess. Like,
no,
His,
not
like,
at
shoulder
6,
line
No, not
is
6
with
feet
the
at that part.
bleachers.
In like gyms, it's like 5'5" there. This guy is just really short.
That's why everyone
Yeah.
had to sit down. And even still,
So,
this guy
yeah, if
sitting
that black
down
guy
here
stood up-
still looks like he's basically almost as tall as him.
I'm
Pathway
shocked
to
this
a
guy
better
doesn't
life.
perpetually stand next to Ben Shapiro. and
Please
make
don't
him
steal my
talk about
catalytic
it.
converter again. Winning matters. It's the key ingredient in becoming a winner.
Maybe you should try
Did
it
he fuck
sometime.
up the line in the trailer? Winning matters
Wait,
is
look.
the
Wait.
key ingredient.
It's both the shot and the reverse shot. Because if you look at the shot of the woman over the dude's shoulder, it's like really high up.
Converter again. Winning
this the
matters.
power
It's the
dynamic?
key ingredient in becoming a winner.
Is she
Women
standing
are on top.
like is she standing on a stack of books here?
Well, no, he is, but the camera angle is just not doing any
Try it
justice.
sometime. Are you gonna move?
I am not.
Okay, is that
Hilarious.
that's like in real life?
What's the
Yeah.
joke? What's the joke there?
Because
He
that
got tased.
when you challenge the trans narrative, that's what happens.
When you harass people in public, you get tased because
don't
you're
even.
harassing someone.
You don't even that would be very much an exception. They're acting like, oh, you guys are sick of this, right? It's literally making up somebody to get mad at.
You
Writing
guys
a
sick
whole
of getting
movie.
tased, right?
I made a whole movie to win an argument that I created.
Yeah.
If you
You're
think
telling me
being
that
tased by-
conservatives invented someone to get angry at?
If you think being
I
tased
know
by a
another
trans
woman.
person is bad, you'll never believe what black
how
people
he
go through run cops.
identifies.
If you can beat them,
What do you know about the U.S. Opens for the Global Games?
You want us to compete as women. $5,000 prize.
Does that even?
That's
First of all,
Jesus.
this movie fundamentally fails when you consider two things. Number one, any real women's competition like the Olympics, etc., has what's called it's a testosterone limit for its players, and it applies to any gender and any sex. Well, any sex, I should say, any sex that applies, right? There were some cis women that got kicked out because they had too high of a natural testosterone level for it to be fair. So there is no. There are some trans people in the Olympics now that are winning Olympic medals, but they are within the testosterone limits, and the
It's called a steroid check.
yeah,
Like
they're
if
within
you just-
the limit, like the hormone limits of their competitors.
You're
They don't-
telling me that there are rules that prevent an unfair advantage?
And also,
The one thing that conservatives get angry about?
And also, nobody in the fucking planet has ever done this. Nobody.
So,
Yeah.
something funny about this, Ben Shapiro was talking to the director and he said he wanted to make it a documentary where men dress up as women and play sports, and guess what happened? They couldn't do it.
It was too woke. Because, well, no, that they weren't woke enough. So
They got canceled.
Hollywood's too woke, so they couldn't cast people, so they just cast themselves.
My
barber says you were a
great coach back
They got canceled because it was very obvious
the
that
way
they
the
were
world
just
is now. My
trying
email
to
daughter
bait
told me
these
all
people
about it.
into
So a guy can become a girl with no physical changes at all.
Why are you indoctrinating
No.
this little girl here? Why are you
No, you see,
indoctrinating?
Drake,
My theory proves true that this is just an excuse for Matt Walsh to be around teenagers.
Yeah.
Here we go. We got some clips here of
Well,
Matt-
it's mostly Jeremy Boring being around teenagers.
Well, hang on. I'm
what
just
an
gonna-
apt name, by the way.
Let me play this clip
Yeah.
here.
For allowing me to speak to you tonight, but you tried not to allow it, yet here I am. Now, you only give us 60 seconds, so let me get to the point. You are all child abusers. You prey upon impressionable children and indoctrinate them into your insane ideological cult, a cult which holds many fanatical views, but none so deranged as the idea that boys are girls and girls are boys. By imposing
Pause
this
that.
vile nonsense
Pause
on
that.
students...
Can we look up how when Matt Walsh thinks it's appropriate to have sex with a woman to
Oh yeah,
have a child?
yeah.
Can we look that
Yeah.
up? Can we run that?
look up Matt Walsh age of consent?
Yeah, can we look up Matt? Can we see what Matt Walsh thinks about teenage girls? Roll that
he
shit.
said
Roll
that
that
he
shit.
loves little girls and they make him feel so good.
He loves little girls. They make him feel so bad.
To the point even of forcing young girls to share locker rooms with boys, you deprive these kids of safety and privacy and something more fundamental too, which is truth. If education is not grounded in truth, then it is worthless.
He's saying that these people are child abusers for sharing like
Fellas,
ideology.
Chicagoland Sirens is asking if he can say something live. Do we let him?
I mean, what's up? What do they want? Go ahead, say something live in the chat. You like?
Yeah.
Whatever.
Why
do you need our fucking permission, pussy?
You have an avenue of communication.
Yes, nicely.
But anyways, what my point here is that they have like this 10-year-old girl saying like all this trans queer shit, etc. But then they're also saying that like if you share it, like I don't know, they're literally doing it within the context of the scene and like within the context of the movie's production. So like, what difference does it make?
Hello.
Hello.
Is that all you wanted to say?
Conversation?
What's up?
Can I join the conversation? If not, that's fine. Oh, okay.
He's an illegal immigrant. All right, thanks.
Thank you.
Okay. I'm glad we did that.
Okay.
That was a great bit. Thank you.
The point I've been trying to make for like the last 10 minutes that keeps getting talked over is that they have this little girl here saying this stuff, and somehow that, by their definition, is not child abuse, but if it is, I don't know. But if the same thing happens with people they don't like, then it is. Like, there are several scenes in this movie where, like, children are around Matt Walsh in a wig, right? Which they say is grounds enough for someone to be a pedophile. Now, there's a stretch of the imagination.
You know what legally is grounds for someone to be a pedophile? Having sex with teenagers when you're an adult. Hey, can we look at what Matt Walsh thinks about the age of consent?
You can. Pull, I don't have the clip on me, but like.
Run that shit.
Okay, Google, show me Matt Walsh's balls, please.
Now, I would imagine Matt Walsh is waiting till marriage.
They never play the clip, guys.
They never show the clip.
I can be a woman
Gender
on
is
the court and a man in the bedroom. I can't believe it. Nice.
You mean when you're sleeping?
Why are you talking about sex in front of this little girl? You pedophile.
Damn.
Yes.
Also, what is this whip pan? You're in the same room.
Bedroom. I can't believe it. Nice.
You mean when you're sleeping?
Yes.
What? You cut to the same room with the same scene. Is that for like comedic timing?
It was cool, Drake. It was a cool effect.
They do it like 18 times in this trailer.
Chat, I have a question. Is it normal to think that consent is just not resisting to sex? That's what Matt Walsh thinks.
Let's take an
if you don't resist, then it is consent.
If you don't physically kill the other person.
Yeah, if you don't pull out a gun and shoot them, it's consent.
Okay.
Of course.
Thanks, Matt Walsh. Thank you, bud.
Coach.
It's a good thing that there was no like state of mind in which they're completely unable to assist.
It's time
We're in. I'm in.
I'm in to play
LADYBALLERS. Mount up.
Like a Girl.
That's right. I'm with her.
That hoop looks way shorter.
It's literally like
it's a WNBA hoop. I think that is
literally like a 2000 South Park bit where they just put a bow on the players.
Yes.
I think this whole movie was just made to be like, yeah, guys, we can slam dunk on a WNBA hoop that's like 4 feet shorter than a men's.
No. Like, look how much lower the hoop is. They have it at the top of this backboard here. It's parallel to that. Do they have it upside down?
That is not how short a WNBA hoop is.
No, I'm talking about what's on the screen here. The backboard is on, like, the rim is on the top of the backboard here. Is it upside down? Is that how they did this? Because they couldn't get him to jump 7 feet in the air?
I mean, they couldn't get him to jump one, especially considering his height.
I'm sure they're all very tall.
This makes no sense.
That's a nice balls POV.
Yeah, if you look at that, they like barely jump.
from heroes.
Why'd she just
Here's the thing.
jizz out her mouth there? Jesus.
That's just like a foul. That's not like it. Because we're trans, it's allowed. No, it wouldn't be allowed even if you were trans. It's just a foul.
Well, Siri, they had to invent this like movie and its own narrative and rules for their scenario to make sense.
Oh yeah.
You know that in women's sports, if there's a trans woman, she can pull out a gun and shoot the other contestants without getting.
Yeah, because that'd be canceling.
They called me that. They called me to tell me that.
Which is bad unless you're canceling the trans, in which case it's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Being a girl athlete? I love being a girl.
Ideology is only bad in movies when I disagree with it.
Is that if this is something that people are going to do and take advantage of women's sports and stuff, why has literally no person ever done it? Is it because it's not that simple? Like,
because it doesn't happen?
To become...
For chance.
Yeah. That might have something to do with it. Is that it never happens.
Ben Shapiro suggested it, and it didn't work.
Do it, Ben Shapiro. Do it.
Imagine for the sake of
Ben Shapiro, I want to get an MMA ring with you.
Hypothetically, imagine
I'm 15. He's an adult. I think
instead of trans people, this movie was made 50 years earlier and was about black people.
To get into
and
the
the
Negro
sport
League
instead was football
and baseball. They paint them. Oh God, yeah, that's kind of, yeah. That's actually
What if this movie was made 20 years earlier and it was these guys going in blackface to play in the NBA?
Well, there's no like racial segregation in the NBA in the 90s. Well,
yeah, but they make up arguments in their head. There's no.
Okay, so they'll just.
None of this shit happened either.
Well, yeah.
This also did not. So I guess that's equally as valid of of something to posit.
Like the.
If I was
your point about the 50 years ago thing doesn't work because that actually would happen. You know
if I was one of these guys here, like one of these conservative guys, and my theory was someone could break into like a women's sports game and then beat everybody because all men are biologically superior to play sports than women, and they can do anything with impunity because they're trans, then I would do it. And
why don't you just Mythbusters this shit?
Yeah.
They should let me in women's basketball. I would get my ass kicked because I can't play basketball.
Also, another tangent. Since this man is on screen.
This thing with this yellow ass.
This creature.
This is just from.
I just wanna say something that I've been thinking for a while now. We do not talk about how 2000s children's sitcom episodes about someone becoming a girl to enter the women's locker room has affected culture. Because that's what this is all. That's what this all is.
This is the product of it.
Yeah.
I had someone ask me, they were transphobic, and I had someone ask me, wouldn't you put on a dress if you could go into the girls' locker room and see them change? Like, I would do that. Wouldn't you do that? And it's like, no. That's sexual assault. What are you talking about?
If I wanted to see naked women, I could, Google it.
Well, you gotta see it in person, Bronze. And then do nothing.
I could, no, I don't see real women. It goes against my moral code.
What would the end game there be? Because, okay, now you're seeing naked women. Now what? You can't have sex with them.
Now you go to jail. Okay.
You know what I would do, Drake?
You have seen a boob.
I would write a movie where a girl licks me a bunch of times.
Oh, yeah, that'd be weird. That'd be strange.
No. Luckily, no one's done that.
Every woman's sport. Running. Swimming, soccer. I said sport, Felix.
Soccer's not a sport. Soccer's only the most popular sport in the entire world.
But not here in America.
But no, football and beer and truck.
Oh, good point.
Ladies basketball, boys. Nobody watches.
Why are you getting fucking railed
by
ladies
Biden
basketball,
here?
boys.
Now.
Hang on.
Nobody watches.
Now.
Go ahead.
I will say, that joke could work.
That
Look
joke
how
would
much
be funny
taller
if any
Biden
other
is
movie
than him.
told it.
He's like 8 inches taller.
The joke of like, oh yeah, we got into women's sport, but our plan failed because no one watches women's sports. That could be a good joke if it wasn't written by hacks.
That's like a Family Guy cutaway gag, you know?
Well, okay, it's
It'd
actually
be a really funny one.
Okay, I'll give it. No, it even works as a joke. It's just it kind of negates the entire point of the movie.
Yeah.
By the way, like he is getting fucking like daddy dom by Biden here. Like, look how much taller he is than Jesus Christ.
This would be a funny joke if he was so short that Biden couldn't sniff his neck.
If he was as small as a child, maybe it could work.
No, well,
Not
Biden's just
if
kind of like
he
hovering
is.
behind it.
Yeah.
there.
Unfortunately,
like,
they made him a couple feet taller in this image.
Woman of the Year time. Yeah, that happens. Also, who
happens.
is Gwen Wild, and why is she writing for all these magazines?
Excuse me. Are these
Oh
seats
God,
open?
Ted
it's the
Cruz!
guy.
They got Ted Cruz. He's like,
Speaking
You know his
got
fucking
nothing else
his,
to do. What
like,
are you gonna do? Help the Texas citizens when they get flooded or fucking destroyed by snow? No, I'm gonna be in this funny movie.
His candidacy's
Daily
over.
Wire movie.
Guys, he's from Texas. That's like Disneyland with guns.
Well, nights in
He is not being
Texas.
reelected.
Oh, no chance. You
Come
think
back
that
to
dude?
Texas.
This movie is already like writing on the wall here. There's not a chance in hell he's getting reelected. This is why he's down here. He's like, fuck it. Like, I'm not even getting back. I'm already.
This entire movie.
When all the conservatives, like
I'm already
conservative
asking for my deposit
dumbasses,
back.
when all the conservative dumbasses realize that they're just all fucking stupid, none of these people are ever getting jobs again.
God, this entire movie is a Dean scream.
I would really like to revisit this movie in 10 years or so and see how.
When Matt
poorly
Walsh
it
gets
is, 'cause
arrested.
It came out
It
2
will.
days ago and already
It will
feels
be.
like it came out 10
It will
years
give
ago.
you the same feelings as like minstrel movies in the 40s or whatever.
Menstrual movies?
Minstrel.
Yeah,
Yeah, minstrel.
blackface movies.
I was thinking like the
Minstrel
period.
movies.
Period.
I mean, they probably would. Daily Wire would make a movie called Menstrual Movie or whatever.
Yeah, but it would be about men. They'd like put the men in like highlight and be like menstrual cycle and it'd be
Menstrual, the dangers of women.
They have
Trans-
cooties. I would pay to see a movie about.
Never mind.
Is he a creep in the movie?
Excuse me. Are these seats open? Never mind.
You pussy.
Excuse me, are you single?
Excuse me, I want to put my penis in you.
I would love to. I actually, if I knew it could have that. In fact, Ted Cruz probably has to be really easy to cast. I would like love to have a movie with that, of just him getting rejected by some bitch.
Excuse me, a girl in high school gymnasium. Mind if I sit next to you?
I think I'm gonna make a movie about Ted Cruz where he's just trying to get a girlfriend the whole time, and then write a scene where he gets one, and never film it.
He finally made a short person joke.
I want to point.
Oh,
out,
that's just like a
They told the
normal
truth.
bad joke and not like a transphobic one. Okay.
I want to point out they also have some of those normal bad jokes too, like the soccer joke. I want to point out this bad interlacing here. Like, is this intentional? No, because it's also
Oh, I thought that was just like your stream being compressed.
no, because it's also on like his leg there. Like you could, yeah, that's
Oh yeah.
you fucking.
My leg does that too, actually.
Is this meant to be like a production, like a film? You can't get the render settings right on Adobe Premiere?
Tucking trunks.
They're too YouTube brain to make a
No,
movie.
this isn't funny.
Tucking trunks.
This was made DaVinci Resolve.
He's so short. Look at him. What the fuck? Oh my god. He's like, looks like he's 5
You know that guy in the
feet
middle
tall.
was actually 5'6". The guy in the middle was actually 5'6".
No, she didn't.
Oh, there's
Do you
like,
think these
there's
actors met each other in like short persons?
There's a lot of
Anonymous?
aggressive black guys in the other team here. Are they gonna make like a George Floyd joke? Are they gonna be like, he just hit an unarmed black guy? Oh, what the fuck?
Oh.
Okay, we got a lot here in these few seconds.
Racism jump scare.
Okay, so that was.
Oh, it's Ben Shapiro in a wig.
You were expecting racism.
I was, but not like just this. There was no
But not
build
like
up
this.
to this. This is a complete non sequitur. I assume there's context in the movie. I'll give them the benefit of the doubt on that. But like this, there's no setup here. Well, it would make no sense if this was just something they cut to randomly in the movie.
It's the trailer shot.
Is that Ben Shapiro on the left that looks very feminine?
It's Ben Shapiro's sister, the ones that has like massive cans. They are crazy.
I would fuck Ben Shapiro and his sister.
Oh my god.
They're both hot.
No, fuck. You couldn't stop me.
I keep it 100 with you fellas.
I've ever seen on a lady.
I don't care. Lady Ballers.
I'm glad that you don't care.
I'm glad that's the clip.
That
clip describes me watching this trailer.
Is that the joke? Is it a black guy big penis joke?
Yes.
Yes, Drake.
Because
that is the joke.
These people are trapped in 2008.
Oh, no. This like remember when
Zero's
Jimmy Fallon did blackface? Was it Jimmy Fallon?
Hell
or
yeah.
Was it Jimmy Kimmel?
Jimmy Kimmel.
He did that in 2007.
Everyone
so
did
even
blackface.
Then, that was like, yeah.
Jimmy Fallon would never do anything bad.
I think you're both thinking of Robert Downey
One can even
Jr.
be trans age now, which provides Sheelix with a wonderful opportunity to relive all the experiences that she missed out on in school.
Trans age is a complete psyop. Like everyone knows this. How the fuck are you so gullible? It's a complete like fucking made up thing for pedophiles.
Well, no,
Trans
it's
age
like
is not.
It's like the thing in the South Park episode where, look, I turned myself into a dolphin because that's equal to being trans.
They literally just made it up to get mad at. No person out there, sincerely, I mean, there's probably a few people out there that want to say they're trans age, but there's no, like, credibility or credence given to it. Right? Like, cause, like you're just...
There's no age dysmorphia.
I think it's just people...
Disorder.
So here's my thing. I think it's just people who are age regressors because of trauma and not knowing what the term is and saying trans age.
Well, yeah, but there's also a lot of people that are just making up the trans age thing to like...
Yeah, no, I'm saying the people that genuinely say that are just...
Yeah.
They just don't know what the hell they're talking about.
Yeah, but there's a lot of people that like will create propaganda like the trans age thing to be included in... for like conservatives to get mad at and to add fuel to the fire.
I'm sorry, does this video have 101,000 likes on the dot?
Yeah.
It has 14
has a bunch
million.
of 5-star
That has to be botted.
too.
That has to be botted. I'm sorry.
Streaming exclusively on Daily Wire Plus December 1st.
Let's see this cast here. Senator Ted Cruz. I'm glad that they got his proper credit. And Dr. Jordan B. Peterson.
Wait, he was in this?
Apparently.
And Kenan Thompson.
That guy,
I thought that Jeremy
Ben
Boring
Shapiro
was
bad.
Jordan Peterson, but maybe he wasn't.
Ben Shapiro was so bad. I'm sorry.
No, Jeremy Boring is the CEO of the Daily Wire and the director.
Is Will Boring Jeremy Boring's like brother?
Probably.
So we
Jeremy
got some,
Boring.
I sense some nepotism here. Yeah, we got
and special
Andrew
guest
Clavin
Whoopi
and Spencer
Goldberg.
Clavin. Wow, guys, thanks. Real good.
And Jim Carrey.
I'm trying to talk. Damn it.
Oh, yeah. How do you think I feel, Drake, when you unpause the video as soon as I start talking? Fuck you.
I didn't hear what you said.
I start talking and you play the fucking video.
Okay.
Now,
before we get into
I'm being
this,
canceled.
We're not gonna
for
watch.
my conservative
by the way,
beliefs.
For you guys, we're not gonna like even try to watch the movie because that would be copyright infringement.
And
that's
also,
the only reason.
Boring.
Here's a clip
It'd
of
just
Matt
be really
Walsh being racist.
Boring.
It's a palate cleanser.
It's like we're jangling keys. Here's Matt Walsh saying racist shit.
There's just no chance that in the modern age,
this fake affected voice he uses. It's so fucking pretentious.
in the government school system, they can have any course related to something like African American studies that will not be highly political.
You're the one that makes it political. It's not political until you fucking attribute it to being such. Then it becomes an issue. The COVID shit wasn't political until you guys just decided that that's cringe one day. And now it is political. Nobody makes things political until fucking Republicans do. until this gay culture war shit.
Ideologically charged, and include things like queer theory. Because that's
the African American studies.
Why does he have like a stockpile of firewood behind him? What the fuck?
For when the FBI eventually seizes his house
for
fucking having child
when
porn, so he can just conveniently burn everything.
He can live on his own and build shelter.
It's going to be
it's just so he can burn the hard drives.
Anything where the left is involved, it's always going to come down to LGBT indoctrination.
Yeah, so we should have nothing left-leaning in schools, because it'll just lead to indoctrination. We should have only what I decide is okay. Because otherwise, we'd just get indoctrination, we'd get bias.
We should not allow children to sing It's the Most Wonderful Time of the Year because they say gay in it. I'm just saying.
I'm going to move my child into a Christian school where there is no propaganda.
Where there are no child predators.
Right back. Yes. That'll teach him.
My choir
I wonder if there's some sort of like regime that famously like removed any disagreement of them within public education.
My choir teacher had to fight tooth and nail to have It's the Most Wonderful Time of the Year included because it says gay. Because he was like, I don't want to change the lyrics because then it's not the song anymore. And they're like, yeah, but you can't say gay in schools. And my fucking teacher's like, dude, this piece is older than both of us.
This piece is what all true warriors strive for.
God damn, my friend's texting me. He's been sitting with our DMs open for like a half hour. I open it and it's like his little Bitmoji thing pops up before I start typing. So he was sitting there.
Oh shit. I'm sorry to derail, but there's been a tragedy.
I'm back.
What?
Harambe died.
To get some water.
Harambe died. No, there's been a serious tragedy, and we need to address it on the show immediately.
And
okay.
Pizza Tower did not win Best Indie Game of the Year at the Game Awards.
No.
We should just have like a CNN ticker at the bottom of the stream with updates on it, because we're not talking about it.
Well, yeah, but that's important. That's the only important thing to happen at the Game Awards.
It's always a forum
Jeff Keighley
for that.
has ruined my life.
I mean, look at BLM before they changed their website. Originally on their website, when they listed their what their mission statement is, all over their mission statement, it's about trans rights, LGBT.
Are you gonna show it?
They never show the clip.
Never show the clip. God damn it!
This, LGBT that.
Okay, I'm listening for the bad thing. Now this is what BLM did. They said that we should support trans rights and gay rights. Can you believe it? It's someone that I'm completely detached to and unrelated to their ideology.
Also, at what date did conservatives stop openly hating gay people?
June 28, 2015.
Ah.
I think enough of them had like gay relatives and cousins and stuff to the point where it was very awkward that they would be actively campaigning against their interest. Like, Christmas time was a strange time for them, so they were just like, fine, whatever.
I felt like it was really recent that people were still saying that, like, gay people were groomers and shit. Then trans happened, and then they just switched to that.
Well, they'll side with gay people if they say the same things as them, like Dave Rubin and Gays Against
Of course,
Groomers.
yeah.
Because they were very desperate for allies. Meanwhile, the left can't even decide if they can vote for people on the left. We're in a great position here. SRV.
Chris Christie's gonna win.
Oh, yes, of course.
Of course, yeah.
SRV, what are you gonna do when Donald Trump wins the election?
Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. I am going to make an executive order that will make Chris Christie.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Drake. I completely agree with that.
The ruler of the world.
That makes sense.
What?
Chris Christie said a funny thing to Vivek.
He did.
Yeah.
He said a few funny things. Okay, Han, I'm trying to pull up your.
A red-faced cunt can speak.
You're talking about to Vivek or?
Vivek, yeah. It's because he just wants to be fucking Rishi Sunak. That's all he wants to do in life.
So the first thing I want to point out here is that this is the actual little discretion thing, right? TV 14, language and sexual situations.
Oh shit, I can't watch this.
Viewer
I can now. I can watch it, guys. My birthday was on the 3rd. I can watch it now.
Viewer
Now, which actor do you think is involved in the sexual situation?
Hey, I want to point out. Viewer discretion is advised.
Viewers' erections is advised.
Viewers' erections are advised.
It's actually the sexual situation is me and Ben Shapiro and I'm piping him in bed.
By the way, this film has child actors in it, but still has sexual situations. But the right is that?
But
is
at least
that grooming?
it's not woke.
Is that grooming? The answer
Drake,
is
you're gonna
no,
lose your shit when you find out what child porn is.
Well, apparently
You're gonna lose your shit.
Playing GTA is grooming, so.
Yeah.
Why is discretion spelled that way? It's not a hard word to spell.
Discretion. Or diserection.
Diserection.
Don't have an erection
Turn off
before
your
watching this
erections.
movie. Don't take Viagra while
again.
watching this film.
He's always making this face.
You're talking about you want.
I think this guy just looks like that.
Okay, big guy. We feel seen. Thank you.
So how's this?
Just gotta go get
What was it you wanted to talk about in the scene here, SRV?
Okay, so.
This
I've
is the
always
bad
thought-
guy, by the way. This guy that's got like all this cool shit on and being like all peaceful. This is the bad guy. Go ahead.
So I've always thought that Matt Walsh looks like somebody, and in this movie it finally dawned on me. He looks like Shel Silverstein. He has the Shel Silverstein beard.
Fucking God.
He does. Shit.
Yeah, except the
Drake,
Giving
don't look up
Tree
Shel
would-
Silverstein. We know what's in your search history.
Except it wouldn't be the Giving Tree. It would be the what would it be?
The Grooming Tree.
The Grooming Tree.
Yeah.
There we
Well,
go.
I like how
we pulled it
I like
together.
how the costume design people did the wearing a neck thing so you don't have to draw a neck in real life for his hair.
But yeah, I was thinking about the Diary of a Wimpy Kid joke where Greg Heffley's like terrified of running into Shel Silverstein. I'd be terrified if I ran into Matt Walsh.
Yeah, except
For
he's got
different
murder
reasons.
glasses on. He's got the 19.
Well, SRV, how old are you? How old are you, SRV?
I am 80.
SRV.
No, actually,
You have
come
no
on.
reason to be scared.
You're safe, okay.
I'm 20.
Woo!
You have no reason to be scared.
I'm terrified.
I have a reason to be scared.
I mean, we
perfectly
all
able to-
have like a baseline fear of Matt Walsh.
Yeah, at least a little.
Yeah, but I should fear for my life around this man.
Yeah.
So
Matt Walsh, if you're watching the stream, by any chance, pull up. I'll give you my address. Pull up
Post
on
up. Yeah. He will.
Drop the addy. Let's fucking.
He's
roll.
15.
I will.
Matt
I
Walsh.
am.
There we go. Now that'll send him over.
I am any conservative. I am more than willing to fist fight you. I am not fucking
I'm
correct.
more than willing to fist you.
I am fucking.
That's my message to Ben Shapiro.
So okay, so there's another clip here.
Tough
Nobody
audience.
watches.
You said the thrill and the crowd.
That was rhetorical.
How'd they clear out so fast?
I don't.
Oh, okay. So the joke isn't funny also because they make it go on for too long. Okay.
Well, they gotta fill an hour and 50 minutes here, Bronze. So they're just talking.
Where's the other team?
Well, they're gonna come in. They're the bunch of big black,
They're gonna do what?
scary black guys.
Oh, the criminals. Tough crowd, I see. Jesus Christ.
she
If you made that joke,
green-screened
everyone's
into
going
there?
to start laughing.
Is she green screened into here?
She did
That
not
would
want
be
to be
very
associated with this film. Oh my god, that kid is totally green screened in.
Oh, here comes a great moment, guys. Get
What's
ready.
your problem?
Get ready to
No,
clap.
I'm saying
Basketball
customer
team
pass.
before? Those aren't like what?
Pause. Oh my god.
Oh my god!
Oh my god.
This is why they said diserection is advised, because Ben Shapiro's in this film.
It's like fucking
They did not
Einstein and
want anyone-
Oppenheimer.
They
didn't
paused
want
like
anyone
a
getting too
Marvel
bricked up.
movie, so
Yeah.
the audience
He's
could
right
cheer
behind
for
me,
Ben
isn't he?
Shapiro.
Yeah, so they have time to get up and clap. By the way, they look
Seen the ladies'
directly into
basketball
the
team
camera here.
Those are
But Ben Shapiro is the camera.
Well, yeah, but I thought that like, they're still looking into the camera. It completely breaks the fourth wall. Look at that. Like, it looks terrible.
Then Ben Shapiro.
So when is the camera going to disappear and Ben Shapiro will be there?
I don't care.
Ted Cruz didn't even get this star treatment.
Oh, so it's a real self-insert because Ben Shapiro doesn't actually care about the issues and
Yes.
he's just there for the money.
He's
Okay.
telling
Ben
truth. He's
Shapiro
telling the
just
truth
said
right
what
now.
Ben Shapiro's a contrarian to what is not popular.
Well, yeah, but he just told the truth there. Because whenever someone criticizes him, he always brings up his money. He's like, "Well, I'll go and cry myself to sleep at night on my big bed made of money." That was his own to like on what the hell's his name?
The fucking
He is
XQC
perpetuating
watch.
Jewish stereotypes.
Bill Maher.
I have a
Bill
doctor
Maher.
wife. He always talks about his doctor wife too.
He is perpetuating Jewish stereotypes. Fucking 100%.
He's
He knows
also
what he's doing.
Very proud of his wife's dry pussy.
Yeah.
What? Didn't he like misspeak one time and say sex is a sacred act between a man and my wife?
Yep.
Wet SP word.
Like, genuine question. Did he actually?
Let's find that clip. Let's find the scene of the I can't remember where it is, but it's with the little girl. Oh god.
Oh.
Oh god. This movie's isn't this grooming, guys? Oh,
This
here it is.
movie may have been
I
made.
want to see Ben Shapiro oiled up, naked.
All right, let's see this hilarious scene, guys. Are we
They
ready?
probably pitched that, but they didn't put it in.
She's a journalist. You can't believe anything she says.
That was that you're meant to take.
Unless she's on
that's
the
not a
Daily
joke.
Wire.
Yes. How the fuck? How the?
Don't
how do
you call
say
yourselves
that?
journalists?
How do you say
How are
that
you this
and not realize that you sound like a fascist? Yo, she's a journalist.
How do you say that and not realize your job? How do you say that and not realize what streaming service you're on?
Why wouldn't you date? I hope you're finally
Oh my
happy.
god.
You.
These are all great actors.
That's right. Walk away, bitch.
That's the mother of my child.
So the
okay?
people that did the watch along of this like cheered at this moment, which was kind of
They got
weird.
up and they were like, "Whoa!"
This is what happened with Elon Musk. She leaves for a trans woman.
You wrote this fictional scene to own this
Oh yeah,
person.
aren't there like a bunch of like weird jokes that are just Jeremy Boring writing himself to be the coolest person in the room?
He just really
Oh,
wanted
for
to
sure.
be Cyrano de Bergerac, the modern Cyrano de Bergerac, except not cool.
Yeah, the real Tom Bergeron.
He's writing himself to be a cool guy, but here's the thing. He's writing himself to be a cool guy, but he doesn't want to fully commit, so it's just turning him into a cuck.
He totally fails on. Yeah, he has a very strong identity crisis in this, because like he's kind of portrayed as like a little bit of a wimp. His character is portrayed as a little bit of a wimp, a little bit of a pushover, but also like he's always got like the snappy comeback, and like he's always so much smarter than everybody, and he's meant to be seen as virtuous.
Are you watching that without me?
I'm not watching it. I'm just watching clips of it and commentating on
Hi,
it.
Amy. Tell Amy I say hi.
Amy, Siri says hi. Yeah, well, we're watching the.
That's not nice, Amy. You should not speak like that.
Ow! Ow!
Are you good? Oh, did you whip
You just pulled my neck.
I didn't pull your neck.
Yes,
Do it
you
again.
did.
Do it again.
Yeah, that totally fucking fucked my neck.
This was Jeremy
Get
Boring
out.
in the process of making this film.
Just in pain.
I saw a commercial for it. LADYBALLERS. Man up.
They're so proud
It
of
was so
themselves.
yeah, they were so proud of themselves when they had the idea for this movie.
This is actual footage of them like coming to find the movie here. But yeah, I'm waiting for
Like
the little girl.
balls, like oh.
Ladies.
Go ahead. Okay. Be that way.
Was
Nice.
anyone
You look
speaking?
ridiculous. Felix, get that bra off your head and you gotta shave your beard. Girls don't have beards, right?
Lots of girls have beards, Daddy. My art teacher is a girl. Her beard is gray.
Daddy's a little busy, so we're just gonna put those headphones
This
on.
is the stuff they
You're a
do
little
in
small,
elementary
He's raising an
school,
iPad
apparently.
kid.
Yeah.
Or iPad kid.
Yeah.
He is just raising an iPad kid.
Is that meant
Yeah.
to be? Are we meant to agree with him doing that?
Also, there are conditions of which women grow facial hair, and also women just naturally grow facial hair.
I literally sit next to someone with that condition in algebra. Like, this is not a new thing.
Are we meant to agree with him shoving the phone in the girl's face? I thought the problem was that people aren't parenting their children anymore, and that they're just feeding them the iPhone, and the iPhone's turning them into trans. I thought that was the problem.
She's using Samsung.
Oh,
I think they forgot.
Girls can have beards. It's a great headline. What else?
Do all of these guys have horrible teeth?
This is real, guys. Don't you hate when this happens?
Demi Boy mentioned.
Don't you hate when that happens?
Nick RC Cola, they mentioned your identity.
Here's the thing: if you wanted to have, here's the thing: is that you have things you can criticize here about the acronym itself being confusing, but it's just a joke. Like, oh, that's a lot of letters in it.
Those are a lot.
What does the I stand for?
Intersex, I believe. But they also have
That's
another I.
What does the P stand for?
Penguins.
Pansexual is a whole different.
They pan to the word sexual there, and they're like, oh, see, don't you see how bad this is? But like, how do you not see the irony in that you are kind of doing the exact thing here? It's just
wait a minute. Pansexual? They pan to the word sexual?
Holy shit.
They're geniuses. We need to kill all these guys.
They're too smart for this world.
Yeah.
You know, I'd say the contrary, and that's why they should die, but to each their
How do you
own.
not see the irony in that you are doing the exact thing, but just under the guise of, well, irony? Like,
why are they putting pins into a whiteboard?
Are you saying that this is, like, obviously, this isn't grooming here. Obviously. But it's like, that, doing it, like, teaching a child, it also isn't grooming. Teaching, like, fuck, oh my god.
I think this might be a weird sentence, but the funniest thing about transphobia is that it's almost entirely predicated on the fact that they think that a word with sex in it means having sex.
I mean, a lot of it is predicated on, like, there was Matt Walsh in the previous clip saying, like, we need knowledge to be infallible, to be accurate, but also is like, a lot of, like, anti-trans propaganda is largely based on inaccuracies and speculation, etc.
If sex being in a word means having sex, it's a bad day for asexual people.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be rough for them. They're gonna be pissed.
Yeah, RC, it's a bad day for you. Not only do you fuck plants, you fuck people.
Or complicated surgery every 7 or 8 months if your body dysmorphic.
So a guy can become a girl with no physical changes at all.
They were always a girl.
Okay, so they changed. Okay, so no, they changed the punchline because in the trailer,
holy shit, it says frogs.
In the trailer, they incorrectly state that that means you're gender fluid when that's not what being gender fluid is. They didn't care.
No, they slapped that trailer together last minute.
It says frogs, Homestuck reference.
They were always guys.
But what if they, like, go back and forth?
Oh, that's called gender fluid.
So I can be a woman on the court and a man in the bedroom. I can't believe it. Nice!
That is a child.
Sleeping?
Stop grooming this child.
Yeah, like,
Stop
this
bringing
is
up
just,
sex.
like, this is just genuinely bad people shit.
Okay.
Yeah, it's genuinely like they would fully put on a bow and then enter the women's locker room.
Okay, if this scene existed in, like, some Sacha Baron Cohen, like, leftist comedy film or something, they'd be saying, wow, why are you bringing children into this, guys? The scene exists to satirize that when it is in itself doing that. What the fuck?
You can satirize something without doing it directly. Like, this joke probably would have been funny, like, actually funny, if they just got, like, a short person to play the kid.
Oh, but
like
no.
someone
Danny DeVito?
Like Jeremy Boy?
Yeah, like a young Danny DeVito. If they had him play the kid and it was clearly an adult.
No, it would be funnier if it was literally just straight up Danny DeVito.
I would fix this entire movie, I think.
If Danny DeVito explains gender identity to these people, I would lose my shit. That'd be fucking hysterical. I would pay to see that.
Check this out. So I want to point out that Jeremy Boring wrote and directed this film. He wrote and directed this film and chose himself to be the lead. This is very important.
He's also the CEO of the Daily Wire.
Yes. So that's very important for the scene we're about to watch.
Not you, Coach. You're going home with me. You're a winner now. Every woman wants a winner.
You literally just called me a cheating lowlife.
Who won? Now put your tongue down my throat.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, so this is real. This is a real scene that he wrote without seeing any irony in it or
TV-14.
TV-14.
You know,
I can watch
this is a real good satire of how most conservative pundits are a lot less vanilla than they advocate people to be.
Also, what? Who cares? No, 0 people have had sex with someone based on the outcome of a woman's basketball game. All right, that's just a fact. Like they said, they say 20 minutes later in the movie, oh, no one shows up to these things, guys. Welcome to women's sports. If it's so unimportant,
Drake,
then why are you so insistent on defending it anyways?
Drake, if you think no one has sex based on the outcome of a woman's basketball game, you'll never believe what I did last night with your mother.
Damn it!
No, she's dead. That sounds bad.
So how much do you want to bet?
Basketball game.
She died from having sex.
How much do you want to bet that he wrote this scene first and then built a movie around it?
He was like, okay, well now I need to contextualize this.
Well,
he was just coming up with an excuse to be around little girls and
half of bad comedy is just an excuse for the writers to be around hot women.
That is like Joseph Alexander Simpson levels of like packing in his fucking pants. Look at that shit.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh, we didn't even talk about that on stream.
We didn't?
No, we're not talking about him, remember? He is packed. Yeah, he's packed to short.
That is like a fucking pickle.
I think you should see a doctor if it's shaped like that.
if it's horizontal, yes. Yeah, his dick's only 4 inches, but some women like it that thick. Is this funny?
Well, I mean, he has to act like it's funny, or else, you know, he'd be exposed for like...
Big day for gay foot fetishes.
Wait, he's acting?
Wait a minute, I thought this was like... off camera.
Dude, come on!
Where the fuck is the cat?
That's like Tom and Jerry slapstick. Like, come on, dude.
Where the hell's the cat?
You have no sense of like
fucking dropping metal bar sound.
at all. There's no nuance.
That was hysterical. I love that.
They played.
Are they implying that he fell penis first onto a cat?
No,
who else did that?
I did not come on.
God damn it, Drake.
There's no reason.
Anyone else touching their nipples on stream right now?
Not on stream. Not the ones on camera aren't.
SRV.
Yes.
Okay, I don't want to. Okay, I think we're done with this. Are we done?
We don't need to see any more of this.
His chin looks like an asshole. Like I know there's such thing as a butt chin. Like that's like, you could fuck that chin.
What is with the angle of his skull? He's
got the dream jawline.
His
that
profile
troglodyte
is
type of
the
shit.
old man in the mountain here. He looks like the Chad meme, like without a
He
beard.
looks like a troglodyte.
Do you guys?
Now, Drake, should we talk about the sponsorship in the movie?
There's a sponsorship?
Yeah, there's
Koch brothers.
Go ahead.
There's a sponsorship for like a genuine trans website. They just don't even realize it.
SRV, go ahead and talk about it.
So they're in the movie. They start talking about like a razor, and then it becomes a YouTube video where the actors turn to the screen and go, "These razors are great, man." It was weird.
It's like
Do they drop a
Dollar
link?
Shave Club, but like,
Is it meant as like a tongue-in-cheek like thing, or is it literally just the movie stops?
The movie stops. I don't know if it's meant to be funny. but it wasn't.
I still gotta point out. Are you guys? I want to make sure. Are we all familiar with the old man in the mountain?
Pretense.
Because this guy's profile literally looks like that, like in Newfoundland.
Oh my fucking god!
Okay.
How do you just casually look that fucking stupid?
All right. Yeah, this movie's stupid.
Chat opinions.
Opinions. Chat.
Very bad movie.
Bad movie. There's a reason why I didn't watch it, even though we were making a show about watching it.
Why don't you mind your own damn business?
I gotta use the restroom.
All right. Well, while Siri's using the restroom, what do we have?
We're gonna shit talk Siri.
Do it. But you have to leave first. All right. I think she's gone. Anyways.
Okay.
Bronze, why didn't you watch the movie?
Because I'm still afraid of piracy, and I didn't want to give the Daily Wire money.
You're afraid of piracy?
Yeah, I don't know. I just don't like doing it.
I'm afraid of pirates.
You have a whole video on your channel where we pirate someone's ROM of the SpongeBob cell phone game.
Allegedly.
No,
Also,
you
you
admitted to it. Okay, but you didn't come and stop me. You told me to do it.
Well, no, we didn't pirate. We stole.
We stole a pirated copy.
We stole from pirates. In fact, we're like Robin Hood.
Yes.
I think we literally made that joke in the video. So
yes. Also, Robin. I feel like 100% of people that reference Robin Hood in the 21st century have not read it and do not understand the point of the character.
Yep. I only know the furry one.
Ah, well. You're out of your element then.
Yeah.
So Siri says that she fell on her way to the bathroom and does not have the strength to get up. So we are down a member.
Officer down.
She says, Drake, help. Okay. I think we're going to move on. We're going to change gears here. But SRV, what's new with you? How have you been celebrating Pearl Harbor?
Oh, well, you know. I've been celebrating the only way I could.
Which is... Oh, we have an update. Guys, we have an update.
Oh,
we have an update?
So, well, you shared it in the chat, but do you remember... Do you remember a few episodes ago when we were talking about Carl Jobst and Mudahar, Some Ordinary Gamers, talking about the Open Hand Foundation charity that the Completionist did, where apparently they were just holding on to several $100,000 for over a decade and just not donating any of it? Well, it seems, due to some pressure, obviously, they've donated AFTD. What is this? From the what is this? The Association for Frontal.
You want me to explain this because I was the one who found this?
Go ahead.
Well, I wasn't the one who found this. Mudahar made a video about it, and then I stole it. So yeah, I found it. So
you discovered
this was on December 4th, but it was like discovered on the 7th. So yeah, Open Hand Foundation finally gave, I believe, all of the money that sitting in the bank account to the Association for Frontotemporal Degradation. So after about a month of criticism, they finally relented and gave away the money that they were meant to give away this entire time.
Okay. Happy ending? Question mark. We're still missing a few $100,000, but whatever.
I mean, yeah.
Because it was $700,000 last time.
It doesn't excuse the multiple organizations that they claimed that they donated to but didn't, and also the entire second separate event that also gives money to the charity that might be scamming their sponsors, but that's another allegation.
They did stage 1 has been reached after 10 years.
Yeah.
So
finally
Congratulations. Anyways, we're gonna watch the fourth and final GOP primary debate. SRV with us. What the hell? We're down. Man.
Yeah, another update. SRV says be right back, and Siri says help. I'm stuck on the fucking floor. Siri has fallen, and she cannot get up.
What are we doing here?
What
is this show?
Why are we still here?
Just a sever. Become a legend.
What are you? What are you doing?
It's shocking how few people
what's going on
are
here?
signing up for their Camp Lejeune Justice Act claim. Only 20,000 claims have been filed compared to the 1 million estimated to be at Camp Lejeune from 1953 to 1987. That's a lot
Probably
of service.
because they're all dead. That's an idea. Something I feel I need to point out about the GOP debates is that they've really been going downhill in production value. They went from primetime satellite television, Fox News. Then they went to ABC, national television, free over the air. And now they're on News Nation. This is a YouTube channel / I think it's a paid subscription like news channel or something, but it's not on satellite television. It's like some weird buy and package show or whatever the fuck it is. But like it's like the Kmart of like the news,
And of course, this is the one where all the juicy shit happens.
Anyways, it's also the shortest one.
Faith and college.
Yeah, that's a double-digit runtime right there.
Football.
Final showdown
Football.
of the year moves to a new stage. On
You're in America. In case you forgot.
What is this? I have to turn the quality up a little bit here. I'm sorry.
Oh, this is literally done in a high school auditorium. Okay.
This is where fucking Mike Pence hosted his last goodbye speech before he gave up.
Network.
Fucking Walgreens.
I'm back from being stuck on the floor.
You back from the floor.
Yeah, thanks for helping.
I gave you moral support, don't worry.
I could not hear a word you guys were saying as I was stuck on the floor.
So who dropped? Tim Scott dropped out, but everyone else is here. The gang's all here.
Yeah.
So
well, besides one, for reasons.
Oh, we got DeSantis, we got Nikki Haley, we got Vivek, and we got Chris Christie, the 47th president of the United States. He dropped out. He dropped out like minutes after he ended his last debate.
No.
No.
Yes.
He had no chance of being elected.
It's Jover.
Well, that's clearly not an issue because Chris Christie is still here.
One of them. Who could catch fire and shock the political world?
Nobody here, nobody on stage will ever become president. It is going to be Donald J. Trump.
It's not going to be Donald Trump because he can't be elected legally.
Yes, he can.
He'll find a loophole.
He's convicted.
Yeah, but he's not in a jail cell.
That's
but it'd be funny.
He's not convicted either. He has trials, but like not all of his trials are going to be before his election.
I feel like there's something preventing him from running. I can't keep
Well, it doesn't matter how you feel. Like these are the facts of the world. Is that he's going to be elected for the candidate, for the Republican candidate. Fuck.
War is do or die for us. We're not getting a mulligan.
We should build a new Trump.
We should build a wall. I thought that's what you were going to say.
We're not getting a mulligan, guys. So I have to make a golf analogy for my Republican viewers to understand.
Ambassador Nikki Haley.
You're either pro-American.
What is an ambassador in America? What is these jump scare edits here?
We deserve better
They started.
That was scary.
Oh.
Now this is scary.
This is edited like a Five Nights at Freddy's trailer.
Yeah.
This is edited like a FNAF fan music video.
The field is set. It's game day.
That's great.
We'll cut to like a dim hallway with Chris Christie like shaking in a corner.
This debate by the way, I'm sure it's not Elon Musk, Joe Rogan, and...
Yeah, I was gonna say Elon Musk, Joe
Rogan.
I'm
moderating it. I want to moderate a Republican debate, and then every time they say some stupid shit, just be like, that doesn't make sense.
The third guy was funny.
obviously.
Tucker Carlson.
Drake,
Yeah.
theoretically, could we get Degeneracy live to moderate a debate?
I mean,
thought you were
these
going
have
to
been
say
going
Drake, like the
downhill.
rapper.
These have been going downhill lately. I feel like we're like 2 years away from them calling us and being like, hey, you know, we got some seats to fill. We'll pay you an exposure.
We know you're all not Republicans, and we'll just be like, that doesn't make sense every time they speak, but you know, anyone.
These graphics look exactly like Fox News graphics, by the way.
Hosting the Republican debate and shaking my head the whole time to announce my disapproval.
Live.
Well, women.
It's all women.
It's just at a...
That woman on the right is very clearly
I can't believe it. They found the 3 conservative women.
They found all of them. They got them all together in one room. No, Nikki Haley's also on stage.
Sure.
True. All on the same stage.
Well, you can
All
be a
of them.
woman on the Republican primary debate stage and be a man in bed. So at least there's that.
Yeah.
That's a DeSantis
Kelly
quote.
Show podcast on Sirius XM. I'm Eliana Johnson with the Washington Free Beacon. And I'm Elizabeth Vargas with News Nation, and we are live.
Never heard of any of these things.
No.
News Nation and the CW. It is
Oh,
make
the
or
CW.
break.
Oh, the
You gotta have the
CW. Okay.
So you're bookended between reruns of The Flash and Whose Line Is It Anyway?
I was gonna say you're on the same level of prestige as Colin Mockery. Congratulations.
Right now, with
CW.
the primary
Get
starting
Eobard
just
Dawn
weeks
to do
away.
this?
And we have
Moderate
a lot
the
to
debate?
cover over the next 2 hours. So
Although,
let's
if Wayne
begin with
Brady
tonight's
were hosting this debate, it would be much better.
Oh, it would.
I mean, they
yeah.
got 4 people. They should just get Alicia Tyler. Like they run out and do like scenes from a hat and stuff. Dude,
That would be much better.
that'd be genius.
Drake, that woman on the right clearly has an Adam's apple. That means she is a transgender person.
Yes.
We
Look
need
at
to
how
hang
strong
out with
her. Look at how strong her chin is.
Yeah, look at the shape of.
It's more strong than mine, meaning she is not biologically
Candidates
female.
will have 90 seconds to answer questions, 60 seconds to give a rebuttal at the
There's an
moderator's discretion.
inexcusable lack
You will all
of
see
Christie
the
in the
timing
first
lights that
couple of
will
minutes of
indicate when
this.
time is up and it's time to stop talking.
They look so washed out.
And the time we have is critical.
DeSantis always looks
Candidates will
grumpy.
have a minute 20 seconds to spit their first verse, and allow 60 seconds for the other candidate to respond.
So we ask
Rap
the
battle.
audience to please keep your
Mom
applause to a
spaghetti.
minimum. All right.
Oh, I
with
just
that,
realized EOB is
They're
gonna
doing
have
it
to
again.
do.
Yeah,
EOB is gonna
they-
have to do Trump versus Biden 2.
Yep.
Epic rap battles of
They
history.
keep doing the. Yeah, they keep telling the audience to be quiet, and the audience never listens. The audience should have just been like, "Woo!"
Yeah. Once again, why do they have an audience for these things?
let's get started.
It's a spectacle, really.
I don't know, because you have audiences for things to add, the audience reaction, to add livelihood to it. So them discouraging it makes no
On
fucking
stage
sense.
tonight, 4 candidates, all
They should
vying
put a
to
laugh
become their
track
party's
on
nominee.
this.
And given the state of affairs in our political
Played after
system
serious
right now,
things, too.
one of you might very well do it.
Not a chance. Not a chance in
Do it.
hell.
Yeah, but with this caveat, Donald Trump is destroying all of you in the polls.
Even many Democrats now admit that President Biden
Oh, yeah, we should
is
check.
a
I'm
weak
gonna check that
candidate.
website.
Just as many Republicans acknowledge that former President Donald Trump's multiple legal troubles could imperil his quest for a second term.
You know there's not a chance in hell that it will imperil any of it. There is
No.
way more people. There are way more leftists that are doubting Biden than right wingers that are doubting Trump. Like,
Let's see.
across
When was our last debate stream?
I mean, that was a month ago or so.
So about October. So now, DeSantis has gone down 2%.
2 points, and how much is
2
Trump gone up?
points. Trump has gone up
13 points. 13 points.
about 4 or 5 points.
Damn it.
So he's
12
at,
million
so he's at what,
points.
He's at what right now?
Trump right now is at 58.3%.
Holy fuck.
And what's DeSantis' percentage?
DeSantis is at 12.7.
So he's beating him by 46 points.
Haley actually went up 2
36.
points.
And Chris Christie's 104.5%.
Ramaswamy went down, and Christie.
In fact, we can probably just pull this up on screen.
Instead of
Christie's
displaying,
about the same, yeah.
instead of displaying Chris Christie's
Christie.
approval, it's just displaying his BMI of 200.
Yes. Well, then Trump would have him beat there because I think he's still fatter.
Yeah, Christie has stuck his ground,
All of which
apparently.
means
He's still at 2.7.
One of you could wind up the leader of the free world.
BMI?
Having said that,
Yeah.
Mr. Trump is nearly 50 points
DeSantis
ahead
is so
of all of
relaxed.
you in the national polls. 29 points
You're
ahead in
all
Iowa, where
fucked.
the GOP caucus is
How long
less
until
than
he does
6
the
weeks
smile?
away. And so, as Republicans get ready to
The
vote
ever
on whether
smile?
any of you might be preferable to Mr. Trump, we begin with the question of electability. Governor DeSantis.
None of you are electable.
Who are you?
Ramaswamy is so desperate for a vice president election. That's like what his entire campaign has been. So we'll see this in action here. Also, the top of the graphic here on the bottom, you can see a little white line on top of the American flags there. On either side. It's not
Shut it
lined
down.
up correctly. And its
graphics.
super PAC have spent the most money.
Look at that.
Had
That's
the most
terrible.
high net worth donors and had a wave of momentum coming into this race after your big re-election win in Florida. You were seen by many as the candidate most likely to consolidate
He doesn't
the
want to be
non-Trump field.
there.
But here we are, a month out from the first real votes.
You fucking
and you
blew
haven't
it.
managed to do it. In fact, Nikki
Did
Haley
someone laugh? Or was that a cough?
real votes, and you haven't managed to do it. In fact, Nikki Haley is beating you
That
in
is
New
someone
Hampshire
laughing.
and South Carolina now, and closing in on you in Iowa. Not to mention Trump.
She's closing
who's
in
not
on
only
you.
dominating in the early states,
He's
but is beating you
approaching
in
rapidly.
Florida by over 30 points.
Trump
Is
is
it fair to
edging
say,
you.
as Senator Tim Scott did when he dropped
She's
out,
putting clothes
that
on
voters
you.
are telling you,
Mr. Vivek, I
not
edged to you.
no,
What is your response?
but not now?
So we have a great.
I forgot to tell you guys, Xander did the audio for this.
Oh shit.
They hired
We
him.
accidentally,
It's audio
Yeah.
mixing, guys.
we accidentally got the bass boosted version, my bad.
Not no, but
Yeah.
not now.
DeSantis was so
we
angry
have
at being
a great,
roasted.
idea in America. The voters actually make these decisions, not
He's being broadcast over over AM radio. All the rest.
He's being like green screened in remotely, like that little girl in the fucking movie that he edges to.
They're transmitting his audio via vinyl
I'm sick
record.
of hearing about these polls because I remember those polls
I'm sick
in
of hearing
November
of these
2022. They
I'm
said
sick
there was
of
going to be a
hearing
big
how I'm
red
losing.
wave. It was going to be
They never show the
monumental,
polls.
and that
They never
crashed
show the
and
polls.
burned.
Yeah, polls fail, guys, because like the last time when we said very confidently there was going to be a red wave and there was only a small majority gained in the Senate, in the House, and no majority gained in the Senate, then these polls could also be bullshit, where Trump is beating me by nearly 50% of the vote.
Oh yeah, now if Trump gets elected, it's rigged. Okay, that makes sense.
Yep.
The
Okay,
one
cool.
place it didn't crash and burn was in the state of Florida. They weren't predicting
Who's not allowed to be
Trump
elected?
is
beating you in
I did,
Florida.
and I
Trump
won
is
the
beating you
greatest
in Florida.
Republican victory in the history of the state of Florida. I'm
What
Doesn't
about Donald
everything
Trump
crash and
that
burn
lives
in
there?
Florida?
What about Donald Trump who lives there, who being the president of the United States? I feel like that's a bigger victory.
Once again, Trump is at 58.3.
Trump is edging.
Yeah,
He just
he's
doesn't need
edging
to
at
Once again,
the Republican no-nut primary debate here.
Yeah, NN.
Chris Christie
Alcoholics
loses immediately.
Anonymous.
Yeah, they were like, yeah, they're like, we're not no CNN. We're gonna go drop the C, the communists. We're just the news network.
We're just the fucking nutting network. It's just
to Iowa
pictures
and
of
New
dudes jerking
Hampshire,
off.
the voters are going to be able to speak, and we're going to earn this nomination.
What
and
the
here's
hell
what we
happened
need.
to his audio,
I
by
am
the way? Why
sick
did that
of
happen?
Republicans who are not
I
willing
am
to
too.
stand
The audio
up
guy
and
thought
fight
it was
back
funny.
against what the
He
left is
fucking
doing
hated
to
him.
this
He got
country.
sabotaged.
You've got to be willing to stand strong, and you've got to be willing to beat these people. I'm the only
blinking
one
so
running for
much.
president that has beaten these people on issue after issue. We beat the
No,
teachers'
Nikki
unions when we
Haley
did
is
school
approaching
choice.
you.
We beat Fauci.
So the
on COVID.
question
We beat
was,
George
why
Soros.
should you be elected over Trump? And his answer is, I'm going to be elected over Trump.
I mean, he's kind of giving some answers where it's like, we got the momentum here, but like, no.
Soros.
don't.
When we
No.
removed two
Saying
of
I'm
his
losing?
radical district attorneys, we beat
Literally,
the Democrats
everyone
on
besides
These radical
Trump's numbers
district
have been
attorneys that
stagnant.
Trump
I
put
have
in.
delivered results. That's what we need for this country.
Trump put in
And
those
you have
radical
other candidates
district
up here
attorneys.
like Nikki Haley. She caves anytime the left comes after her. Anytime
She's
the
a
media
cave.
I
comes
hate
after
this
her. I did
stupid
a bill
woman
in
standing
Florida
next to me.
Stop the gender mutilation
Think of Nikki
minors.
Haley. She
it's
came.
child abuse and it's wrong. She opposes that bill. she thinks it's fine and the law shouldn't get involved with it. If you're not willing to stand up for the kids, if you're not willing to stand up and say
except for giving mothers like maternal leave, and except for providing food stamps to people that need to support children, and except for other than that, yeah, we're all for kids. We're all for
real
more
men
people.
steal food stamps and burn them for no reason.
Real.
Ron DeSantis, 2023.
Kids, then you're not going to fight for the people back home. I will fight for you, and I will win for you.
I will fight you.
Each and
Show
every
your
one
daughter
of
how
these.
much you love her with this.
All dads.
I forgot to disable the girl dad. I forgot to disable the ads, but
Beautiful
I'm
gift.
curious to see what ads are on here.
It says,
you don't have dad block.
To my daughter.
To my daughter, I will fight for you.
To my daughter, I will fight you.
Is that a nuclear
Ambassador Haley,
missile about to hit the fucking...
You left government service in 2018 with just $100,000 in the bank. 5 years later, you're reportedly worth $8 million, thanks to lucrative corporate speeches and board memberships like you had with
Thanks
Boeing.
to Luke.
Weeks
Luke
ago, you
Skywalker.
met with Wall Street heavyweights, including leaders from
Yeah, she's
JP
an actor in
Morgan,
those Star
Goldman
Wars
Sachs,
movies.
and BlackRock.
I'm sure you've heard of them.
Several other
Yeah, they're
billionaire
making them
investors
trans
are
now.
reportedly ready to endorse you, or recently have, all of which comes with expectations. Aren't you too tight
They do
with the
what?
banks and the billionaires to win over the GOP's working class base, which mostly wants to break the system?
Isn't the base of any, considering 99% of the population works for a living, isn't that the base of of America?
Is that like most people?
not elect someone beholden to it?
Well, thank you. It's great to be here. You know, first I'll tell you.
Come on. It's great to be here.
Just to respond
to
to
be
Ron,
here.
he continues to lie about my
Of
record.
course.
Of course,
I
we're
actually said
already
his
fucking
Don't Say
bare
Gay
knuckle
bill didn't go
boxing right
far
here.
enough because it only talked about gender until the 3rd grade. And I said it shouldn't be done at all, that's for parents to talk about, it shouldn't be talked about with schools. In reference to donors coming
Mom,
on board, look,
why do
we will
I
take
have a
support from
penis?
anybody we can take
Well
support
said.
from. But I
Shut
have been
the
a
fuck up.
conservative
I
fighter
don't want to ever
all
have
my
this
life.
conversation
I was a
with
Tea
you,
Party candidate
so
when
you
I
will
became
grow up
governor.
thinking everyone has a
The
penis.
Tea Party. Are you bragging about being part of the Tea Party now? Yeah, that was a big success.
Opposed every
Yeah.
single corporate bailout we possibly
No, she's
could.
bragging
We
about
passed
being in the
tort reform.
Boston
We passed
Tea
one of the
Party.
toughest
She's
illegal
that
immigration
old.
laws in the country.
Yeah.
We passed
What happened to the
pro-life
graphics?
bills. We moved an
Christie is
unemployment
just
from
falling
11% to 3%. We took
As
on
he
the
should
unions
be.
and we took on Obama
Well,
when it
Vivek
came
did
to the
and Tom-
unions, the Syrian
and, Tim
refugees,
did.
and everything in between.
That's his
And so I've had a
Tom
fight.
Scott.
And so as
Tom
much as
McDonald.
Ron says that, that's not true. But when it comes to these corporate
He
people
would.
that want to suddenly support us,
Her mic is
we'll
also
take it.
breaking up, by the
But
way.
you can. I don't ask them what their
Do you hear that?
policies are.
I-
They ask me what
I
my
really
policies
wish it was
are.
bass
And I
boosted
tell
the
them
whole
what
time.
it is. Sometimes they agree with me. Sometimes they don't. Some don't like how tough I am on China. Some don't like the
China.
fact that I've signed pro-life bills.
Joe Biden.
Some don't like the fact
I'm
that
gonna
I may
beat up
oppose
China.
corporate bailouts. That doesn't matter. That's who I am, and that's why the
not
most
voting for
conservative
Nikki purely
grassroots
because
group
of
in
her
the
accent.
country, Americans for Prosperity, endorse me.
Well, yeah. If you don't vote for me, that means that you're for China and support China.
She sounds like when Hillary Clinton was putting on a fake Southern accent.
That's actually exactly what I was thinking of.
Well,
I'm a mind reader, Jake.
He didn't
Nobody
respond
in
to
the
the
back is
criticism.
clapping
It
here
wasn't
on
about the Parents' Rights and Education Bill. It was about prohibiting sex change operations on minors. They do puberty
Prohibiting
blockers. These
sex.
are irreversible.
We're banning
Talk to
it.
Chloe Cole. She went through
Puberty
this.
blockers are not irreversible, by the way. The
Oh,
entire point is that,
has
that
a
it's-
new. Ron has a new person he made up.
By the way, they're not. The entire point of puberty blockers is that it's meant to pause the hormones that naturally happen within you on puberty. It's meant to pause those hormones from starting, so that way when you're 18, that's their expectation. When you're 18, you can then make that decision for yourself, if that's like your only legal decision you can make. That's like a compromise that trans people have made. But then they're saying like, no, they're irreversible. When the entire point is that it's meant to make you like null until you're 18. And then you can initiate those hormones from that age. Idiots.
God.
Now she's an adult. She's warning against it. She may never be able to have kids again.
Look, we
That's
can't
what
expect
Nikki
these
Haley
candidates to know
opposed.
things.
She said the law shouldn't get involved in that. And I just ask you, if you're somebody that's going to be the president of the United States and you can't stand up against child abuse, How are you going to
You
be able
already
to
said
stand
that.
up for anything? That is the truth.
I
We
never
have it
said
on
that.
video.
I said
We have it. They never show the clip, guys.
that if you have to be
After that, show the
18
clip.
We
Never
are
show the
8
clip.
minutes into this debate, and they are already talking over each other. By the way,
to get
We
a
are
tattoo,
halfway through this
you
debate.
should have to be 18
No, we're
to
not.
have
We're 8
anything
minutes in.
done to
You
change
said
your
the law
gender.
should stay out of it.
We're halfway through the actual points they're
We're
going
going
to
to get
make.
to this in more detail later. Let's finish with electability, but
Shut
trust
the
me,
fuck
we're
up.
coming back to this issue.
This
Mr.
is juicy.
Ramaswamy, for months you campaigned as a
He's
unifier.
been
trying to
very well
control these
behaved
things.
here. He's been very well behaved. I can't wait. For him
What
to
what fucking stupid bit is he gonna do to answer this question?
Then you stood up at the first
I
debate
have written
and attacked
an
all of your
answer on this
competitors as
magic
bought and
card.
paid for. The
I
second
will be
debate,
doing
you
a
changed
magic
your
trick
tune,
to reveal
saying,
my
These are
policy.
good people on this stage, admitting you can come across as a bit of a know-it-all and rejecting the practice of personal
What?
insults.
No,
By
he's
debate
a
number
picture-perfect
3, you called
example
Nikki
of
Haley
humbleness.
corrupt, accused Ron DeSantis of wearing high heels, and told Ambassador Haley she should keep a closer eye on her daughter.
that's a massive fucking smile. Jesus Christ, that looks like fucking Springtrap.
He got the smile filter on his ass.
It looks like the troll face.
It should have cast him as William
You
Afton.
guys just got
So she
trolled.
pulls up the receipts here and says, "We have video of you saying that Ron DeSantis wears high heels. We have video of you calling Nikki Haley corrupt and this and that." How do you respond to that when you're saying that these are decent people up here on stage?
Can you see how this has led some to conclude you are not, in fact,
They
a
are decent
unifier,
people that I
and to
hate.
question your
The
authenticity?
smile faded.
Megan, I think there's a time and place for
His smile faded the second it was starting. Like, look at this.
Yeah, I did that.
Eye on her daughter. Can you see how this has led some to conclude you are not, in fact, a
He just
unifier,
gave up after
and
a
to
bit.
question your authenticity?
Megan, I think there's a time and place for everything. We need somebody in the White House who absolutely
There's a
is
time
going to
and
be a
place to
fighter
insult
when it
other
counts.
people.
And
All
I would
right.
say
Yes
that there were some
and
good
no.
people on
It
that
was a
stage and that
it was a strategic slur use. Okay.
I do and I don't.
It was a strategic use of the N-word.
debate.
You should change
Doug
your
Berger was
opinions
that
on
stage at that
everything
time, and I'll
at
say
any
that
time.
Jokingly,
Yeah.
Ron DeSantis is a good person too. I want to go back though to Nikki Haley's
He's
comment
he's
from
so
earlier
proud of that.
she is somehow
And then
not
and
responsible.
then he gives
Okay,
up.
Ron DeSantis is a good person, but going to Nikki Haley,
Onto that bitch.
is he trying to kamikaze Nikki Haley here?
I think he had. I think he had a Nikki Haley bit prepared, and he wasn't prepared for the question.
Nikki, you were bankrupt when you
Look
left
at
the
Base
UN.
Christie.
After
He's so
you
calm.
left the UN, you became a military contractor. You actually started joining service on the board of Boeing, whose back you scratched for a very long time, and then gave foreign multinational speeches like Hillary Clinton is. And now you're a
fucked Boeing?
multimillionaire. That
So,
math-
yeah, you sound like Hillary
Damn.
Clinton, and you're doing the same thing as her. What do you have to say? They're all just ganging up on her. This poor woman. Are they trying? I think he's trying to kamikaze her and be like, "If I'm going down."
does not add up. It adds up to the fact that you are corrupt. And when I said they were bought and paid for, I meant the Republican establishment, not the Democratic establishment. Now,
Okay. Cool.
Oh, so only Republicans who believe in climate change were bought and paid for. Okay.
Good pause here, by the way. But I agree with him. There's a lot of dark money that's pumped into like every facet of Republican anything, whether it's Republican media like the Daily Wire or like Republican campaigns. There's a lot of dark money pumped in by corporations, something that Nikki Haley emblemizes here. I'm happy that this is being brought up. I disagree with the person that's mentioning it here because it's not going to amount to anything.
I want to punch the man saying it, but
you have Reid Hoffman, the person who's...
I like that he's like, these are decent people on stage here. And then he's like, yeah, I was kind of out of line here. Like, some of these are cool, but fuck it.
Effectively, George Soros
Nikki
Jr.
Haley is the worst
funding
person on
lawsuits
earth.
across this
George
country
Soros.
against
He just
Donald Trump to keep
Okay.
him off the ballot, funding left-wing causes. We discovered this week that he is one of Nikki Haley's largest supporters. Larry Fink, the king of the woke industrial complex, the ESG movement, the CEO of Black...
the king of woke.
ESG? Is he like the CEO of Woke? We found
Godzilla, king of woke.
BlackRock, the most powerful company in the world, now supporting Nikki Haley. And to say that doesn't affect her is false, because it's after that meeting later that day that she says that every American needs to be doxxed by having their ID, their government-issued ID, tied to what
Yeah, they
they
needed
say
to bring
on
this
their
one
chart.
up.
Shit, I
think that
agree
this
with
is
him.
far more corrupt than I
Shit.
even imagined when I
Damn,
entered
we might not be
politics.
See,
Christy
he's
Gay
correct
tonight.
for
Say
once,
this.
but he's only correct
It is
because he
going to
wants
take
to
a
be
leader
like a
from the
horrible person on the
outside.
internet and get away with
I
it.
mean, he also
Yeah.
wants to like change the voting age to 25. So let's not forget.
And also,
who we're
he
talking
wants
about here.
to call ICE on himself and make it so he can't enter the country.
Just
It would
testing
be
him.
very funny
If he
that
accidentally
actually
deports himself, he accidentally passes some legislature like, yeah, it's right wing, like I don't care about it, and he just gets himself deported. He wants to get rid of birthright citizenship, the idea that if you're born in the United States, no question about it, you're a United States citizen. He wants to get rid of that when he is a birthright citizen.
Yeah.
Imagine the CNN report. The president has been deported.
Due to a bill he passed.
On Tuesday, he gets deported Thursday.
With fresh legs. From the next generation to
legs.
unite this country. Not
Don't
the broken
talk about
politicians who are
Nikki Haley's
puppets of
fresh
the puppet
legs.
masters, but the actual people in this country.
Puppet
Thomas
masters, that's
Jefferson
not a
was
dog
33
whistle.
when he wrote the Declaration of Independence. I think it's going to take somebody whose best days in life are
And
still
I will
ahead.
write a document where I'm the king.
Yeah, he would
George
be
Washington
the youngest...
famously said, "Fuck Nikki Haley."
But Ramaswamy would be the youngest president if he were elected president, because I think
Big
Taft.
if.
No, Roosevelt. Teddy Roosevelt was the youngest. He was like 40 something, but he would be like 30. He's 38, right? His point here is that it's okay if you're younger. You still have like your better days ahead of you. You have perspective, but also let's make the voting age older.
To see a country whose best days are ahead of itself, and I think I can reach.
But
that
also,
next
let's raise the
generation
voting age
better than anybody else.
It takes very little effort to contradict this stuff with things you've already said. There are only 4 debates, and there are dozens of clips of you contradicting yourself. You saying that everyone here is bought and paid for, and then you're saying these are decent people, and then saying, oh, well, some of these are decent people, but Nikki Haley. And I don't even want to mention Chris Christie. Probably
Yeah, he
because
doesn't even
there's
talk
nothing to
about
say
him. He's too intimidating.
He's bulletproof. They can't take him down.
Response.
Megan.
No, the bullets just don't get into him.
He's so
First of all, we weren't bankrupt when I left the UN. We're
Like a
people of
bulletproof
service.
vest.
My husband is in the military, and I served our country as UN ambassador and governor. It may be
You served
bankrupt
him
to
in, like, a
him, but
rap
it certainly
battle.
wasn't bankrupt to us. Secondly, I did serve on the board of Boeing. I did a lot of work with Boeing when I was governor. They were a great partner to me. I served for 10 months. And then...
Yeah, are you just saying, yeah, it's true. You got me.
Yes.
She's pulling an Eminem in like 8 Mile where he's like, yeah, I am white. I am a fucking bum.
What you got, bitch? Yeah, man, fuck
I am
beat.
woke.
Like her mic gets cut. She's like, man, fuck a mic.
When they decided after COVID that they wanted to go for a corporate bailout, I've never supported corporate bailout, so I respectfully stepped back and got off the board. I love Boeing. They build good commercial airplanes. They build airplanes for our Air Force.
Who the fuck cares about the quality of the commercial airplanes, except for someone that's deep within the pockets of people that do that? Who has ever said, yeah, they build good commercial airplanes? You ever
They
been
make
on
good
Spirit
planes.
Airlines and be like, this doesn't feel like it's high quality?
Who has a favorite
I am proud of
airplane
them.
company?
They employ a lot of people in South Carolina.
Hey, Haley,
but that's
apparently.
why I
People
left
that
the
have
Boeing board.
something
There's
to
nothing
benefit
to
from
what
having
he's
a
saying.
favorite
And in terms of these donors that are
company
supporting me, they're just jealous. They wish that they were supporting them, but I'm not going to sit there and deny.
Damn. She's
Are
so
they
proud of
booing or
herself.
cheering?
She's so proud of herself for being 2 points ahead of him. She's like, oh, they're just jealous of me. Huh? What'd
Yeah,
you say?
again.
Look at my watch.
Again, Trump is 56 points ahead of all of them.
She did the XQC
Minimum.
look at my watch fucking thing.
I'm rising.
They're all
And,
jealous of me.
From
They just
our
want to beat
orchards
me.
in Southern Oregon to your
In several days, I will still not be ahead of
are
Trump.
easy to fall for. Any way you slice it.
I think if I work hard enough, I can get 4th place.
He wrote a book talking about ESG and these woke corporations and BlackRock. The idea that I want to do that in Florida, they were managing our pension, part of our pension, and then when they did the ESG,
Blackhawk?
I took $2 billion away from BlackRock. We took action.
No, that was from
this ESG.
The camera
yeah.
shakes no.
Ooh.
They're like, no, you didn't.
Oh, no.
called environment social governance. And again, Nikki is meeting with all these
I think
people.
this is the camera with his
They want
mind.
to
Did they
use-
just get like the telecom students from the University of Alabama to work on this?
Yeah, this entire thing was run by the students. They're trying their
economic
best.
power to impose a left
They were just trying to entertain
on this
themselves.
country. They want basically to change society without having to go through the Constitution.
Someone does like
we do
a
a
shadow
public
puppet dog on the camera.
At the community college I went to, we did some public television programs, and like all these issues that are in this were in those public television programs, like the people looking washed out, the audio errors, the camera shakes, cutting to a random thing. This is all happens by like amateur students that have no professional training.
I would never do
process.
that.
It's being filmed by Jeremy Boring.
The next president of the United
My
States
setups
needs
are
to be
always
able to go to
pristine. I
that
would never do
office
something
on
like
day
this.
one
If it was
and
being filmed
DSG.
by
And
Jerry
the fact of the
Boring, it
matter
would be
is,
down
we
at, like,
know
his
from
ankles.
her history, Nikki will cave to those big donors when it counts, and that is not acceptable.
He lives in a cave.
Man in cave.
Chris Christie has not opened his mouth. He's just watching the world burn.
He's waiting for the right moment to strike.
If he opens his mouth, he knows it'll weigh him down too much and he won't be able to close it.
He's waiting to be activated, to be initiated.
He's gonna drop some bars.
Because Ramaswamy didn't say anything until someone said something to him.
No, it's just he's not a robot. It's just that all the information has to get past all the fat in his
about the
arteries.
woke industrial complex in this country as a warning. Apparently, she read it as a how-to manual, just like she reads George Orwell
Ron DeSantis laughs at that. He's like, nice one.
as a warning.
Nice one, dude. I hate women.
Dude, Idiocracy wasn't meant to be a documentary, guys.
Apparently, she read it as a how-to manual, just like
He
she read
laughs
George
at it.
Orwell's book
She laughs
as well. And so
he literally did. He's doing the George Orwell's 1984 was not a how-to book. He's
Oh,
literally
yeah.
doing
Literally 1984.
I think that's actually far more dangerous than. This is really important for people to understand. We're marching towards fascism under Biden. Jack.
I don't read.
What? I thought he's communist. What are you talking about? What? We're marching towards fascism.
Well, there's no difference.
Hang on. We're marching towards fascism. He chose that word, fascism.
Yeah.
Dude, there's famously zero fascist right-wing politicians or right-wing pundits out there. Pundits.
Pundit.
That's what Blackhawk was. That was a pundit.
Subpoena every last retweet that someone has issued from Donald Trump in the year 2020.
It just keep coming.
Don't you mean re-X? I thought your buddy Elon prefers it to be called a repost. Now he called it a retweet.
The only person more fascist than the Biden regime now is Nikki Haley, who thinks the government should identify every one of those individuals with an ID. That is not freedom. That is fascism, and she should come nowhere near the levers of power, let alone the White House.
Top 3 most fascist leaders of all time.
Fascism is
Hitler 3,
when
Biden 2, Nikki Haley 1.
Fascism
Hitler
is when I
3.
get banned from Twitter.
Adolf Hitler's number 3, and then Joe Biden. And yeah, fascism when you get banned from Twitter. Fascism is when websites decide that you can't spread misinformation.
Governor Christie, I haven't forgotten
No,
about
but
you,
can
sir.
I just say,
Can you speak to...
By the way, Governor Christie, we're gonna get to you. Just we haven't forgotten about you. Just thank you for being silent.
Just sit tight.
It's impossible to forget about Christie.
Can you please speak to the requirement that you...
He's so smug. He's like...
How you doing,
Like
sir?
he knows.
Can you please speak to the
He's so smug.
requirement
Look at
that you
him.
said that every anonymous internet user needs
that guy
to out
smiling in the
themselves? They're
background
both
there?
hitting you on it.
Is that
I
Miley
would be
Cyrus?
happy to, and I love all the attention, fellas. Thank you for that.
That's the only male
I'll say
attention
this.
you'll
what
get.
I said was,
Did you hear that scream of agony in the back? Go to the cheering. Play that again. Go to the
They all
cheering.
got
Someone
slaughtered.
got shot. Listen to
They got
that.
slaughtered.
millions of bots
We're
on
living under
social media
fascism.
right now. They're foreign, they're Chinese, they're Iranian.
Nikki Haley banished them to the shadow
They're
realm.
Iranian bots that elected Donald Trump.
Russian bots.
And Iranian. She said Iranian.
Fentanyl Twitter bots from Palestine.
What?
Someone just texted me and said, "Did you know there's a kid on TikTok who thinks he's Hitler reincarnated?" And I'm like, "Yes.
Yes.
Watch episode 2, dumbass."
Really?
I was on that episode.
They gotta look into
freedom
that,
of
huh?
speech for Americans. We do not need freedom of speech for Russians and Iranians and Hamas. We
That's not
need
what you
social
said.
media
Right.
companies.
Oh, I love
They
it.
never show the clip.
I love it.
Companies to go
That's a
and
lie.
fight back on all of these bots that are happening.
Why are you trying to
That's
censor
what I
her
said.
free
As a
speech,
mom,
Vivek?
As a
Vivek?
mom, do I think that social media would be more civil if
Yeah,
we
she
went
is
and had
free to
people's
speak
names
without
next to
interruption.
that? Yes, I
That's so stupid. Okay, yeah, that's a definitively stupid statement that you need to publicly identify your real name next to a pseudonym. The entire point of, like, the internet's not a real space, so it doesn't matter. It's not real. You should not have to... This is so humorous.
do think that
It's
because
questionably
I think we've got too much cyberbullying. I think
unconstitutional
we've
and
got
also
child
like
pornography and
unenforceable.
Yeah.
all of those things. But having said that, I never
Someone
said
exhaled
government
loud
should
into the
go and
mic.
require anyone's
That's
name.
false.
She
What
said,
I
I
said,
want your
Earthquake.
name.
She
As President of the
absolutely said
United
it.
States, her first day in office, she said one of the first things I'm going to do
I
Chris is
said we
waiting.
were going to
social
get
media
the
is I
millions
want
of
your name.
bots.
She wants
That's what she
government
said.
ID to
Hold on,
dox
finish
every
what you're
American.
saying.
DeSantis and
Alright.
Vivek are double teaming her so hard right now. This is awesome. It's
Chris
we're
is just
15
like,
minutes in.
go off, queen.
No questions have been asked or answered. We're just fucking brawling here. What was that? 90 seconds per response, 60 seconds per rebuttal? Where is that? Like,
I wonder what Chris
That's what
Christie
she
have to
said.
say
You can roll
about
the
this.
tape. She said, I want your name. And that was
They
going to
never
be one
played
of
the
the
clip.
first things she did in
Never.
office. And then she got real serious blowback, and understandably so, because it'd be a massive expansion
getting
of
angry
government.
now.
We have anonymous speech. The Federalist Papers were written with anonymous writers. Jay, Madison, and Hamilton, they
And my
went under
tweets are just
Piglet.
like the
It's
Federalist
something that's
Papers.
important, especially given how conservative.
no, he's not wrong here. He's not wrong here about, like, it's a definitively unenforceable, stupid position to have. He's not wrong. Okay? They're very lucky that they chose this as a topic of discussion, because I think there's nobody that wants that. There are
Yeah.
12 people on the planet that want that.
You know what other
attacked,
country
and-
forces
and
their
they've
internet to
lost
be
jobs,
entirely
and they've been
unanonymous?
canceled. You know the regime would use that to weaponize that against
China?
our own people.
Okay,
It was
so-
a bad
so I have
idea.
to say,
and
I-
she didn't want to.
I do not do a podcast,
here we go.
UFC event.
Shit.
I don't do
The
anything.
scream so loud
about
Joe
this
Rogan
Alpha
appeared.
Brain. Most of the things
He's
you do
moderating.
are
Why is he not
live
moderating?
Alpha Brain.
And if they
Alpha
don't, you should
Brain.
probably find something else
Should
to
we
do.
buy some
Why
I
does
use
this have
Alpha
Why
Brain
does this have
constantly.
TikTok
It's probably
podcast
the
captions?
most
It's got the-
used
yeah,
supplement
and
other
the
than
music.
vitamins that I take. I
take
it
Brain
before
Force.
I write jokes. I take it before I go on stage.
take it before I write
Alpha
jokes.
Brain before anything that I do.
I
That
think you smoke weed before you
requires
Those
make
me
nipples,
to
that's
be
so
thinking
fucking
and
weird.
my brain to be performing at its peak function, which is most of the things that I do. It's just my absolute go-to supplement for cognitive
AI?
performance. Save up to 30% on Alpha Brain.
Who is this guy?
Joe Rogan.
Who the fuck?
Gerard Way's cousin.
Yeah. Also, fun fact, most of those products are made entirely of soy.
Ron is so hypocritical because he actually went and tried to
They're made
push a
also
law
in
that
China.
would stop anonymous people from talking to the press, and went so far to say bloggers should have to register with the state if they're going to write about elected
That's not
officials.
true.
It was in the check your newspaper. It was absolutely there.
Some
I
legislators.
have never said government.
Nobody reads the newspaper.
You can come back to it later.
What,
Never show the
Federalist
papers.
papers? Okay, I will read all the Federalist Papers, and I assure you that my name's not in any of them.
This section's over. Okay. Joe Christie.
Alright, shut the fuck up for a second.
Just cut it. We're done.
This guy looks like Miley Cyrus in the back here. Do you see him?
Damn.
He's got a glow to him.
Is that Nick Fuentes?
Usually not somebody who gets missed, but okay, let's go.
What's happening? Okay, I got you. Listen, you endorsed Donald Trump in
Chris
2016
Christie
and
spoke.
2020. You gave him an
He's
A
winning.
for his
I mean,
first
he's
term.
won
Since
already.
then, however, you've turned on him, calling him a liar, a loser, a con man, and someone who cannot win. You've even said that you got into this race just to stop President
He's gonna
Trump.
beat him.
His approval rating with Republicans is currently
For sure.
at 81%. Yours is at 25. Your best state is New Hampshire, and
There's a
even there,
4% overlap
two-thirds
there.
of GOP voters
Fix
say
that,
they would be angry
bitch.
and disappointed if you won. Respectfully, Governor, you have not stopped Mr. Trump, and voters may wonder how you could possibly become the nominee of a party.
Respectfully,
that does
Governor,
not
but you're a
appeal to
bitch and you will never stop me.
Respectfully, Governor, you have
Okay.
zero chance of becoming president.
Like, he's working on it. He's working on
Respectfully,
stuff.
you have no bitches.
After he says what he's about to say here, that's gonna flip the script.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, well, look, Megan.
Everyone will cheer.
It's often very difficult.
Shut up, Meg.
To be the only person on the stage who's telling the truth.
You're a
The
bitch.
only person.
Oh! Oh!
Damn.
This is what politics is now. They all just need, like, their clip. Their Twitter clip.
Yeah.
Like, they all need their fucking savage moments in Republican primary debate. History.
Christy,
who is
I'll always
taking
show
on
the
what
clip.
needs to be taken on. I look at my watch now. We're 17 minutes into this debate, except for your little speech in the beginning.
Sucks.
We've had these three acting as if the race is between the four of us. The fifth guy,
Yeah, you're
who
all
doesn't
just
have the
competing for
guts to
second
show
place.
up and stand here, he's the one who, as you just put it, is way ahead in the polls. And yet, I've got these three guys who are all seemingly to compete with, Voldemort, he who shall not be named. They don't want to talk about it.
Who's
The
Voldemort?
fact is that when you go and you say the truth about somebody,
Who's Voldemort?
Look how dejected Ron DeSantis looks here. He looks despondent.
Is that just how he stands?
when you go and you say the truth about somebody,
He's like, well, I gotta pack it up.
What the fuck's he doing with his hands?
who has taken shots at
don't wanna know.
everybody, whether they've given
He
him
doesn't
great
know what to
service
do with
or
his
not
hands.
over time, who dares to disagree with him, then I understand why these three are timid to say anything about it.
The thesis.
Maybe it's because they have future aspirations. Maybe those future aspirations are now, or
Vivek.
maybe they're 4 years from now. But the fact of the matter is, the truth needs to be told. And for us to go 17 minutes
so
without
cute.
discussing the guy who has all those gaudy numbers you talked about is ridiculous.
I'm gonna
in this race
buy you a
because the
Whopper
truth
from Burger
needs to be
King.
spoken. He is unfit. This is a guy who
He's fat as hell. Coming from me, I know, but he's unfit.
just said this past week that he wants to use the Department
I've
of
never
Justice
seen a man
to
so
go after his
unfit, so
enemies when
fit
he
for
gets in there.
office.
I mean, the fact of the matter is, he is unfit to be president, and there is no bigger issue in this race, Megan, than Donald Trump, and those numbers prove it.
Governor Christie,
Okay.
we will be addressing
Right.
that issue of Donald Trump in
But what you said was completely irrelevant to the question. But it was based, so.
just a moment. But I'd like to first get to some questions.
It's kind of an
on
unwritten
Israel.
rule. Nobody answers
Governor
the
DeSantis,
questions.
tonight as we speak, the war is back on in Gaza. Israeli tanks are on the move and have surrounded the home
Because,
of
of course, the war
leader
stopped
of
at one point.
Hamas. 8 Americans have been held hostage in the tunnels beneath Gaza for 60 days now. American troops and warships in the Middle
He
East
always
are
looks
under attack.
perplexed and sad.
How far would you go as president to secure the release of those 8 American hostages? And would it include sending American forces into combat?
We have to look out for our people. When there are hostages, Commander-in-Chief, you have to do whatever you can to get them done. But the
So, yes. Oh, wait.
Get them
no, hang
done.
on.
overall issue with this is this administration is trying.
Yep, Joe Biden.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so he's saying that, yes, he would draft people to go and fight for 8 fucking randos out in the Middle East. He would draft average Americans, which would include me and you, Bronze.
Oh no, I'm disabled.
That'll win over the American, the young
Yeah,
population,
trust
by the
me.
way.
I will kill Hamas single-handedly.
How come none of the other candidates are trying to appeal to the younger population, says Vivek Ramaswamy, who wants to make the voting age 25, or Ron DeSantis here, who is saying that he will start a draft if the war between Israel and Hamas continues.
Well, you could vote for Nikki Haley and get doxxed.
Defend itself. They have
could
a
vote for
right
Chris
to
Christie and be
eliminate
based.
Hamas and win a
Exactly.
total and complete victory so that they never have to deal with this again. Hamas wants nothing less than a second Holocaust. They would wipe off every single
ironic.
Jew off the map. They would
That's-
destroy the
okay.
state of Israel if we could. Joe Biden
many
will say they
children have been
support
murdered?
Israel, and then they do nothing but try to kneecap them every step of the way. You should
Are
not
you
try
saying Joe
to direct
Biden is
their
not
war effort. We should work
pro-Israel
together with
enough?
them so that they can.
Yeah, because he's
Of-
very, he
Of course,
spent so many.
famously.
Yeah, famously. He sent
Yeah.
so many resources to Israel. He sent billions to them. Something that you guys are always so fucking upset about, sending money for foreign aid. But when it's for Israel, it just gets ignored here, even though it completely contradicts your statement of Joe Biden being pro-Hamas because he sent them
think-
like a Lunchable for each citizen.
I think my favorite Holocaust moment was when, in retaliation with Hitler, the Jews blew up a hospital.
Bring Hamas to heel. Look, I served in Iraq back in the day. I'm the only one running for president that served in the military. I understand that part of the world. It's not the best part of the world. We do have troops there that Biden is leaving basically as sitting ducks. And you have the Iranians
That's why we're
that
sending
are
you
attacking
in.
these troops, and he's responding with basically
I'll be honest with
pinpricks.
you, I'm not
You
fighting
harm an
for some
American
fucking
service member,
random
you're going to have hell to
nobody.
pay when I'm president. We are not going to let our troops
World
be
War
sitting ducks.
III, right now, guys. Raise
Right
your
now.
hand if you support Ron DeSantis
Elect me.
initiating World War III to save 8 random fucking high schoolers out in bumfuck Palestine. That sounds good.
We also need to look at what's the underlying problem here. Iran. Biden is doing nothing to bring Iran to account. You got to turn the screws on them. Don't let them have any oil revenue. The money.
What did Iran do? I agree
Oh.
Iran's bad, but like, can someone elucidate?
Oil is
they
on.
exist.
Well, they do. They are beneath them, like geographically on a map.
Yeah, they are over there.
They send to
Not in
Hamas,
America.
they send to Hezbollah, and they foment jihad throughout the Middle East. So
That's how I feel too, yeah.
send to Hamas, they send to Hezbollah, and they foment jihad
that was on
throughout
the
the
video
Middle
here.
East. So Biden has empowered
That would've been
Iran just
funny.
like he's
They just start
empowered other
blasting Carl
adversaries.
Manson.
We stand
It's like
with
the Oscars
Israel.
are
They're our
playing
best
them off.
ally in
All
the
right,
Middle
enough.
East. We have a unique relationship with them,
They cut his
and
mic
you will
and the
see a
music
strong
starts and they go
relationship
to
when
the
I'm the
next
president of the
category.
United States.
But would you
Elizabeth,
send
Elizabeth,
American troops?
Elizabeth, look.
But would you send American troops? She's doubling down on the question. Do it. Answer it. Christy, shut up, please.
This is the problem with the first 3 debates. Ron gets asked a question and he doesn't answer it.
Yes! They're breaking the fourth wall right now.
Your question was very specific. You said, would you send America?
I'm sorry, you have something to add, Siri? Okay.
Troops as commander-in-chief, and he went on to this minute and 30-second hosanna about his knowledge of the military and what we need to do, and didn't answer your question. Look, when you're president of the United States, you're not going to have a choice whether to answer that question or not. Your generals, your Secretary of Defense, your Secretary of State, your National Security Advisor are going to present plans to you. They're going to look at you and say, do we go or don't we, Mr. President? And you can't give a 90-second speech about your military services.
Would you send American troops in to rescue those hostages?
Absolutely.
Oh.
Absolutely. If they had a...
Oh,
okay. I forgot he was a Republican.
Damn. I wonder why Donald Trump won't answer the... He's not even putting himself in the situation here to answer the question. Like, he's not even doing that much. He just wants it to be a mystery as to what he's going to do. Probably, like, actually...
Smart strategy.
Plan which showed me...
I'm not going to
we
make a
could get them
definitive
out
statement because then I might contradict that statement. So I just am not going to make a statement.
Safely,
Yeah.
you're damn right I'd send the American Army in there to get our people home
We
and
said
get them home
damn,
now.
it's serious.
And I'll answer that question directly.
Thank you, Governor Christie. Mr. Ramaswamy, you have said it was
Okay, well, you had the opportunity to ask him the question. Why is this guy fucking smiling? Does he have retardation?
responsible for Ambassador
Damn.
Haley to call Hamas's
cut
terrorist
him out.
rampage
Oh, he
an
leans into
attack
the
on
camera there.
America, and for her to, quote,
Cut
rapidly
fucking
shout,
Mandela
"Finish them,"
catalog
end
monster.
quote. The Hamas terror attack
He's
left
feeling
dozens
Rama
of
smiling.
Americans dead and
Look
was
at the
the
fucking
deadliest
guy up
attack
poking over the
on
chair.
Jews since the Holocaust.
He hasn't smiled once.
Why wouldn't it
Like,
be
he
a
got
good thing?
called
No,
out
he
some
got he
bullshit.
got smiled when he was saying that you called these people fat and wearing high heels, and he was like,
No, like he was smiling at the beginning and he hasn't smiled since.
Finish them was
Now he's
purposefully
serious.
vague in a discussion that included Iran, which is what I objected to. And I think it's as U.S. president, you have to be responsible. What happened to Israel was dead wrong. What Hamas did was medieval. It was subhuman. It was immoral. And we have to call that out for what it is on October 7th. But to say that that was an attack on America fails a basic test. I mean, Nick, if you can't tell the difference between where Israel is and the U.S. is on a map, I can have my 3-year-old son show you the difference.
"Oh,
Damn.
go right to fucking Nikki."
He's got fucking owned, bitch. He's got
Did Nikki even say anything?
Why are we talking about geography? We're
He
like,
is
oh,
trying to
Iran is
figure that.
beneath Israel on the map.
That is irresponsible because it has major consequences, because that doesn't leave
Both
room for what
countries start
actually
with the
is
letter
an
I.
attack on America. So I believe I have the strongest pro-Israel position actually on the stage, even though it's a little bit different.
Are they really
than the
fighting
standard
about who
GOP
likes
talking
Israel
points.
the most?
And it is this. The founding vision of Israel, David Ben-Gurion, the George Washington
founding
figure
fathers.
of Israel, what did he believe? He believed that we don't want, as Israel, to depend on the fleeting sympathies of the West and have our hands tied.
Fuck them.
I think Israel...
Let them die. Then die, bitch.
There we go.
...has an absolute right to defend itself to the fullest, without the U.S., the UN, or the EU, or anybody else second-guessing their decisions, as the Biden administration, guess what, is now starting to do.
Don't question anyone.
I think that's a more deeply pro-Israel position.
No oversight
than anybody
whatsoever.
else, and
Okay,
it keeps the
cool.
actual lines of accountability.
I am so pro-Israel that I'm just gonna let them fucking have at it then. I'm just laissez-faire about this.
They've earned it by now, I think.
Clear, because it is a pro-American position. And as leader of the United States of America, just as a father of two sons, my sole moral duty is to my family. As your next president, my sole moral duty
That's your
is
next
to you,
president.
the people of this country.
Okay.
That's how I'm going to lead. So I'll tell Bibi, you
I feel like that disqualifies you from being president if you're that delusional.
smoke the terrorists on your southern border, you go ahead and we're
Once
rooting
again,
for you.
Ramaswamy
We're
is
gonna
at
smoke the terrorists on
4.9.
our own southern border, and that's how I'm going to lead this country.
But Americans
Thank you,
were
Mr.
killed in that
Ramaswamy.
attack. Americans were killed in that attack. And so if you looked at this terrorist attack
How
and the
about
number
blood
of
for
Americans,
blood?
this would be one of the
Vivek.
top 10 terrorist attacks in American history. So our own people
Watch Mojo,
were
top 10
killed
in
that
terrorist
attack.
attacks.
And I think it's absolutely appropriate to
Number
point that
10,
out and to say that
9/11.
we're in this together and we are going to
that's
work
only
with
number
Israel
10.
so that these
Yeah.
people are brought to justice.
Number
I agree with
9,
that.
Trump being banned from Twitter.
Ambassador Haley, I'm coming to you. Iran is on the
What's in
threshold
her?
of becoming a nuclear state.
You can't do that on
The Wall
TV.
Street Journal reported that Iranian military leaders
Ambassador
gave
Haley,
the
I
green
edged
light
you.
for Hamas's attack on Israel. You said in last
Nikki
month's debate
Haley,
that,
I
by
want you
contrast
dead.
to the Biden administration's approach to Iran,
Nikki Haley,
you
don't
would,
walk
quote,
outside
punch
tomorrow.
them once and punch them
That
hard.
is a death threat, genuinely.
Were you saying that it's time
Okay.
to bomb Iran?
No, I was not saying it's time
Okay,
to bomb
No,
I
Iran.
said it was
but I will
time to
tell you,
punch
Iran.
I
Okay.
dealt with Iran every day.
No, I
There,
said it was time to
you
blow
land in
fucking
the
missiles.
airport, you punch the runway, and then you leave.
Give you on a
United
stern
Nations,
talking
and
to.
they only respond to strength. What they don't respond to is when you weaken the sanctions like they did on Iran that allowed China to send them billions to fill their proxies. What they don't respond to is when you give $6 billion for 5 hostages. That only
What
makes them want more
response
hostages.
do you
what
want
they
exactly?
don't respond to is when they do
Strength.
140 strikes on our men and women in Syria and Iraq, and we do
Syria
nothing
and
but
Iraq.
just some small shots
Iraq?
back. You've got to punch them, you've got to punch them hard, and let them know that. That's the only way they're going to respond. So the way you do that is you go after
You
their
punch them.
infrastructure in Syria and Iraq where they're hitting our soldiers.
Full on
That's
fist
what
fight.
you do,
Disable their
and
water
then that's
supply.
when they'll back off. The problem
You
is
keep
you
bringing
have
up
to see
Syria
that
and
all
Iraq.
of these are related.
I don't know why.
If you look at the fact Russia was losing that war with Ukraine. Putin had hit rock bottom. They had raised the draft age to 65. He was getting drones and missiles, drones from Iran, missiles from North Korea. And so what happened? When he hit rock bottom, all of a sudden, his other friend, Iran, Hamas goes and invades Israel and butchers
It's all connected together. Shared universe.
Wow.
those people
They're
on
racist
Putin's
like
birthday.
universe.
There is no one happier right now than Putin because all of the attention
Yeah,
America had on
he
Ukraine
looks so
suddenly
happy that
went
he
to
had a
Israel.
heart attack and
that's
st-
what they
fucking
were
was
hoping
stuck
is
in
going
the
to
hospital
happen.
for a month.
We need to
That's
make
how
sure that
happy
we
he
have
was.
full clarity.
Of course, everyone's
that
thinking about Putin
there is
right
a
now.
reason, again, that
Right, he
Taiwanese want
almost
to help
died of
Ukrainians
glee.
because they know if Ukraine wins,
We are
China won't invade.
We are 60 days from October 7th. We are nearly
You're
2
60
years.
days into this debate.
We'll probably give it another 10 minutes and then shut it off.
Taiwan. There's a reason the Ukrainians want to help Israelis because they know that if Iran wins, Russia wins. These are all connected. But what wins all of that is a
All
strong
connected, man.
America, not a weak America. And that's what Joe Biden's given us.
I want to say one thing about the tie to Ukraine, if I may.
There's a reason why you're still getting these Camp Lejeune lawsuit ads.
I
Only
gotta apply for my
20,000
Camp
claims have
Lejeune
been
lawsuit
filed
ads.
compared to the 1 million.
I gotta get my claim money for drinking filthy water.
Foreign policy experience is not the same as foreign policy wisdom. I want everybody at home to know that I was the first person to say we need a reasonable peace deal in Ukraine.
I was the first person on the
neocons
fucking
are quietly
move.
coming along to that position, with the exceptions of Nikki Haley and Joe Biden. who
That's
still
why I
support
should be
this,
president.
what I believe is pointless war in Ukraine.
I
And
am
those
Buzz
with foreign
Aldrin.
policy experience, one thing that Joe Biden and Nikki Haley have in common is that neither of them could even state for you 3 provinces in eastern Ukraine that they want to send our troops to actually fight for. Look at that. This is what I want people to understand. These people have, I mean, she has no idea what the hell the names of.
Was this his gotcha? Is like, oh yeah, you love Israel? Name every country.
You love Israel? Spell it.
Those provinces are, but he wants to send our sons and daughters and our troops and our military equipment to go fight it. So reject this myth that they've been selling you that somebody had a cup of coffee stint at the UN and then makes $8 million after, has real foreign policy experience. It takes an outsider to see this through. Look at the blank expression. She doesn't know the names of the provinces that she wants to actually fight for.
Is she gonna get like assassinated after the show?
She's gonna be jumped and murdered.
And there's her puppet masters right there, the donors. The donors right there that are playing her like the puppet master.
He's breaking the fourth wall. He's breaking the simulation.
Wow.
And then Chris Christie's like, enough.
He's had enough.
You're a United States Senator. Sit down. And he goes, I am?
Just say something here. You know, his reasonable...
Ramaswamy goes, but I thought I was the president.
He made it clear. Give them all the land they've already stolen. Promise Putin you'll never put Ukraine in Russia. And then trust Putin not to have a relationship with China. Let me tell you something. That's no reasonable...
That's not my deal. That's not my deal,
Yes,
Chris.
it's exactly what you
I'll
said.
describe
You
my
do
deal.
this
They
at
never show
every
the
debate.
plan. I'll tell you exactly what
No,
it is.
don't interrupt
Tell
me.
them
I
what the
didn't
deal
interrupt
is.
you. Okay? You
Tell
say
them
this.
about how you want to send our kids to die.
You
Go
do
for
this
it.
at every debate. You go out on the stump and you say something. All of us see it on video. We confront you on the debate stage. You say you didn't say it, and then you back away. And I want to say one.
Exactly what I said, Chris.
I'm not done yet.
Holy shit. You wait your turn to speak. Do you want a timeout?
He could open to.
Well, this is...
Why isn't Christie the moderator?
This is the fourth debate. The fourth debate that you would be voted in the first 20 minutes as the most obnoxious blowhard in America.
Damn.
Oh!
Fatality.
Damn.
I'll have you know, I'm getting blown
Nikki
hard
Haley's
under
like,
the table.
oh yeah, feel the burn, am I right? How the turns have tabled.
Nikki Haley
This
sends
is
a
exactly
minion
what they
gift.
did to Nikki Haley 5 minutes ago. So...
Your version of
We're gonna let you respond to that. We're gonna let you respond to that. Let him finish.
I want to say something else. We're now 25 minutes into this debate, and he has insulted Nikki
Chris
Haley.
Christie's just been watching his watch this entire debate.
Not her positions.
The only
her
entertaining
basic
thing you could
intelligence.
do.
She doesn't know regions. She wouldn't be able to find something on a map that his 3-year-old could find. Look, if you want to disagree on issues, that's fine. And Nikki and I disagree on some issues. But I'll tell you this.
These are
I've known her
decent
for
people
12
upstage.
years, which is longer than he's even started to
all
vote in the
bought and paid
Republican
for.
primary.
He's so perfect. Oh god damn it! I can forgive him wanting to cause another draft.
I'm back
Christie's
to
retarded, I love him.
I'm back to Christie gang.
And while we disagree
Big
about some
blood
issues
earthquake.
and we disagree about who should be president of the United States, what we don't disagree on is this is a smart, accomplished woman, and you should stop insulting
So
her.
I'm going to take this...
Aww, look, she
Fucking
was so
simp.
sad. She's about to cry. Look at
You think
her.
they fucked after the debate?
I know.
Turns
they
into a
fucked.
Lifetime
I
movie.
organized it.
You're a blowhard, and Nikki Haley's gonna blow me hard, pal. Woohoo!
several times over.
Why is their
She's gonna
logo just
kiss
the
my
Oxford
Christie.
logo?
We just learned something from
Senator Ramaswamy, I had sex with your mother.
We learned 3 things right there. First of all, Chris Christie also doesn't know what provinces in eastern Ukraine he actually wants us to fight
No.
for. Chris, your
No, he does. He knows
foreign
everything.
policy
Did
experience
Vivek
That's
just
not what he
know
said.
you?
closing a bridge from New Jersey to New York.
Yeah.
So do everybody a favor. Just walk yourself off that stage, enjoy a nice meal,
Yeah.
and get the hell out of this
Yeah,
race.
You're fat. You're
Fat
fat.
jokes way too far. Now we have made them, but we're allowed to.
Yeah.
Okay, but there's a difference between us running for president and saying, you're fat. You're fat.
So his two sponsors are Nuh-uh and Yo Mama.
Somebody else's floor. Excuse me, Chris, I'm speaking, and I'm not done yet.
I haven't heard
Excuse me, you dumb
Going to
bitch.
be done. So
This
listen
thing
up
has
to this. Is if
fallen
these
off the
people want to
rails.
send your sons and daughters to go die in Ukraine,
Was it ever
they've been
on the rails
arguing
to
for
begin
it for a
with?
year. $200 billion of our taxpayer money sent over. Neither of them could even name for you the provinces that they actually want to protect. And this is the
What's
people
his
who have been
obsession
touting
with
their
geography?
so-called foreign policy
That's
experience.
a gotcha.
It is intellectual
Hey, you don't know
fraud.
this piece of trivia.
These people are lying to you. The same people who told you about weapons and mass destruction in Iraq to
Oh,
justify that invasion
shit.
didn't know the first thing about it.
Damn.
Yet they sent thousands of our sons and daughters to go die. The same people who told you the same in Afghanistan, where the Taliban is still in charge 20 years later. $7 trillion of our
Not
national
still in
debt due to
charge,
these toxic neocons. You can put lipstick on a Dick
Neocons.
Cheney, it is still a fascist neocon.
Thank
and
you,
you gotta
Mr.
see that
Ramaswamy.
today.
Thank you,
It's
Mr.
Dick Cheney
Ramaswamy.
all over again in this party.
Thank you, Mr.
Thank
Wow.
you, rat-faced cunt.
This is definitely gone way off the rails. They're just shouting at each other.
Ramaswamy.
Look at that
Like, go,
face.
you're fat.
You want to elect
no,
this
you.
guy?
15 seconds.
Name the provinces. Neither of you could even name the first thing about Eastern
Thank you.
countries.
I think we've had enough of this.
Think about that.
Let me just.
It's actually
Ron DeSantis is like, I think we've had enough of this provinces business. He doesn't know the provinces either. He's like, I think we've had enough of this. This really doesn't mean anything here.
We're all U.S. senators.
is the wrong answer.
Do you think Ramaswamy like
just say this.
memorized the provinces beforehand
This
just
is
in
the kind of
case?
thing where he talks about experience. You know, I was the U.S. attorney in New Jersey when the terrorist attacks were launched against the United States in 2001. I brought the first two cases in this country
Christy there
against
for
terrorists who tried
9/11?
to attack us again.
I'd
I
crash
know
the second
about
plane.
threat
I was
of
on the
terrorism
plane.
and bullying in this country and around the world. And
Oh, the
at
two
that
worst
time,
fears,
he
terrorism
was
and
learning
bullying.
about the provinces
I got
in Ukraine,
bullied.
sitting with his smart-ass mouth at Harvard. That's what was going on.
Smart ass
So-
mouth at Harvard. Now that's an insult.
Damn.
He doesn't even remember 9/11.
The fact of the matter is, and back then, he
Bet
was
you can't name
Democrat.
3 9/11s.
So, you know, the
That's
fact
ghetto
is,
lie,
the fact is that all
Can't
he
name
knows
3
how to
towers,
do,
bitch.
all he
Barack
knows
Obama,
how
get
to
him elected.
do,
Thank you.
all he knows how to do is insult to good people who have committed their lives to public service and not say anything that moves the ball down the field for the United States.
That was a.
Oh, okay.
At Amazon Freight, we know the only thing better
we need
than having a
exterior
friend
shots
with a
so people
truck
know where we are.
is having
This text at the bottom that says the next day.
Primary debate.
What did he like say a slur or something? Did Chris Rock come out? Did Will Smith come out? Like, fuck. Damn it.
Fucking V Vector to Chris Christie.
Keep
Yo,
my
you're a fat ass faggot, alright?
Keep Dick Cheney's name out your fucking mouth.
He slapped him.
Live on News Nation from
Did they
Tuscaloosa,
get disciplined?
Alabama. We are now going to go to the.
I think they might have.
on the
They were just
southern border.
reprimanded. They're like, fuck it, we're going to fucking commercial.
Polls show immigration and the crisis are among the most pressing issues for Republican voters
Among?
right now. Both the issue of migrants crossing illegally into our country and the separate issue of fentanyl being smuggled in mostly through legal ports of entry. All year, News Nation has been at the border documenting the crisis. In 2023 alone, Border Patrol encountered a record 2.4 million migrants. All 4 of you
They've been
have
caught. 2.4 million. Yes, caught. You have that number because they've been caught.
talked tough. The question now is, how realistic is the talk? So, Governor DeSantis, I'd like to start with you. You have pledged to send the
So how
military
quickly
to the
until they
southern border on
call
day
Nikki
1 of
Haley a
your
bitch again?
administration with orders to
2
shoot
seconds.
Go have a meal.
stone cold dead anyone illegal.
Well, they should just say to Nikki Haley, hey, go get a tampon, bitch. I'll be back.
Oh, okay.
Now that Drake is gone, guys, who else here hates fucking Drake Dragsall?
Oh, damn. He's so... God, I'm angry at how hot he is, but he's just terrible.
Bronze?
Yes.
No faggots.
That's what's written on like the plaque at the back of a
None
restaurant.
are allowed in this debate. This may be the marketplace of ideas, but it's not the marketplace of your penis.
Who's getting the best head? Chris Christie, Ron DeSantis, or Vivek?
Well, I think Christie has the most, so probably him.
Probably.
DeSantis, I don't know if he feels pleasure.
I don't know. I think when he gets it, he does like the weird cringe smile. Man.
Guys, who has it the smallest?
Nikki Haley.
Yeah.
Okay, besides Nikki Haley.
I want to say Chris Christie, but that seems like it's too easy.
It's not small, it's just, like, in general, it's small in comparison to him. Like, in reality, it's giant.
Yeah.
But, like, in comparison to him,
entering
it's
with a
like
backpack that you
okay,
believe
like,
contains fentanyl.
teacup.
Critics have called this a shoot first, ask questions later policy that would amount to extrajudicial killing. You are a former military lawyer. Why do you think this idea of yours would be legal?
The drug cartels are invading our country, and they are killing our citizens by the tens.
America wants to be at war so badly that they'll say that we're at war with like people that are just smuggling in drugs. No, this is a war.
I'll be back, fellas.
It's okay. We're probably gonna end the show in like 15 or so.
Yeah.
Tens of thousands every year.
We saw the highlight.
We had a situation in Florida. There was an 18-month-old baby that was crawling on the floor of an Airbnb
Stop inventing fetuses to get angry at.
Residue on the carpet,
said this
and the baby
before.
died. Is this acceptable in this country? I know the elites in D.C. They
But
don't
did
care.
DeSantis just
They don't
watch
care
it
that
happen?
fentanyl's ravaging your community. They don't care that illegal aliens are ravaging our community and
Illegal
overwhelming
aliens
our
is such an
community.
outdated
The
term.
commander-in-chief not only has a right, you have a responsibility to fight back against these people.
To kill people at the border.
It means you're gonna categorize them as foreign terrorist
Like
organizations.
he wants America to be a victim so badly. It's like we're at war with these. Like we're just like Israel right now. We
At
are one
war
and the
with
same.
people who want to flee to our country because we're I
Perceived
don't
to
know,
be
man.
the better country to live in, because we're given information about being like the land of opportunity and such. But also, we're at war with those people.
Yeah.
Woke has invaded.
Well, they want to come to America to sell drugs. Obviously, they want to.
They're bringing the woke.
It's coming
Woke
north.
woke is flowing over the border.
It's coming from both sides. It's coming from Canada down to here. We're just surrounded by it.
Yeah, we don't hear any Canadian drug lords.
We will identify just like we would anywhere. When I was in Iraq, the Al Qaeda wasn't wearing a uniform.
The Al Qaeda.
You'd see anyone walking down the street, they all had man dresses on. You didn't know if someone had a bomb, an
Man
IED
dresses.
attached or
I
not.
thought we were done with LADYBALLERS.
Oh, so he's just racist then? Okay.
We had people with man dresses. Does he mean like hijabs and stuff?
I like to
So you
imagine
had to
men
make a
in
judgment
dresses.
based on intelligence, based on positive identity.
Just generally, or
Based on intelligence to indicate if they are a terrorist or not. To indicate if
okay.
they are Muslim or not.
okay. So he's just racist.
But we're going to be able to get the intelligence on these cartel people. And here's the thing.
I think he means intelligence like in the noun way, but like still,
Okay.
sounds extraordinarily bad. Like that I would completely
Well,
understand.
that makes it so much better.
If we had a wall across the southern border, which I support,
Shut the fuck up.
this would not have
Shut the
happened.
fuck up.
We need
Yeah,
to
there would be zero immigrants in this country. There'd be zero
Yeah,
illegal immigrants.
because they'd be just like, it's in the way. You gotta turn back.
Planes can fly over walls.
Also, you could just probably go around the wall.
Well, not if the wall goes up to space.
Yeah. if we make a Simpsons movie dome across all of America.
Yes.
build a wall across the southern border. I'll get it done, and I'll make Mexico is supposed to pay for it. Remember, here's how you do that.
Remember when the last guy said that he was going to get the wall done?
Foreign workers when they send the money.
It's like there's a lot of Simpsons parallels here. It's like the episode with the monorail being sold this promise of like a wall. You know, it's like there's a lot of parallels.
Money back to foreign.
There's that clip of Donald Trump saying Homer Simpson.
Countries, we're going to tax it. And
Who
we're
we
gonna build a
nominated
wall
for the
with
Ice
that.
Bucket
so yes,
Challenge.
you should have had that, but we don't have it. I'm going to build it, but we have to lean in on this.
I'm going to vote third party. I'm voting for comic book
and allow
guy.
mothers to lose more kids because of fentanyl overdose. I am not going to sit there and let sex trafficking go unabated or human trafficking go unabated. There's going to be a new sheriff in town, and these drug cartels better buckle up.
Boys are back in town. Boys are back in town.
You have pledged to catch and deport all migrants who are here in this
What?
country.
And abort?
Oh.
I thought you were against abortions.
But if they were legal, it's fine.
What the fuck? Okay, we're gonna hear one more from each of them, and then we're probably gonna shut this off.
Okay, which means we'll be here for like half an hour.
Londonderry, New Hampshire last month that you will not deport those who are working and paying taxes rather than feeding off the system. Which is it?
So first of all, what I said is all of the 7 or 8 million illegals that have come under Biden's watch absolutely have to go back. We have to stop the incentive of what's bringing them over here in the first place.
Every single one.
Biden just gave...
Yeah, they come over here to get $1,300 a month in disability. That's why they come over here and risk their lives.
Yeah.
They could really use that $14,300 a year. That'll get them real far up here.
Temporary
It's
protective
official, I have
status
lung cancer.
to 500,000.
Oh, yeah.
Walter White?
That's 500,000 social
Yes, for
security
real.
cards.
I would
That's
never
500,000
lie.
driver's
Like Abraham
licenses.
Lincoln.
And I know from my time at the United Nations, the first thing they do is pick up the phone and said, "We came over, come on over." And that's what sends more.
Well, we're talking about
We
drug
have to go
cartels
and
right
deport
now,
these people
so you
so
could be
they know
Walter
it can't
White.
happen again.
Yeah.
For those that have been here longer than that, we've got to start seeing who is it, how long have they been here, have they been
My name is
vetted?
Nikki
Have
Harwell
they paid
Haiti.
taxes, have they been working, and figure out
You
who
looked
else
her name up.
is out there. But what I know is my parents came here legally. They put in the time, they put in the price. They are offended by those that are coming illegally. We can't let them skip.
It's not fair to us.
Yeah. You have to
Everyone
like
should
see
suffer.
them.
the line. But when you talk about fentanyl like you did before, let's look at something else. Yes, I think we should send special operations over and take out the cartels. I think we should do a remain in Mexico
Nikki
policy
Haley
so they
will be dead
never
in
step
days.
foot in U.S. soil in the first place. But look at where fentanyl came from.
just wrote her
Let's
own
go to the heart of the matter. It
Yeah,
came
not
from
like
China.
from anything.
That's why we
She's
need to
the
end
clock is
all
ticking.
normal trade relations with China
well,
until
she's got
they stop
cervical
murdering
cancer.
Americans with fentanyl. I promise you, they need our economy. They will immediately stop that. But this is where Trump went wrong. Trump was good on trade. But that's all he was with China. Because here he allowed fentanyl to
Okay. All right. Yeah, he was. I'll give you that. But like, what does that have? What does that? Who cares?
continue to come
don't know.
over. He continued to allow them to he would give them technology that would build up their military and hurt us. He allowed the Chinese infiltration for them to buy
Like
up
the
our
Apple
land,
iPhone.
to put money in our universities, and to continue
But
to
they're
do
not
things
calling
that
each
were
other
harmful for
blowhards.
America.
This
We
this
now
shit
have
is
spy
boring.
base in Cuba and police stations.
I'm about to be getting
Trump
blown
didn't do
hard
anything
after
about
the
it.
China, though. I mean, listen, this is rich because when she was governor of South Carolina, she was the #1 ranked governor of bringing the CCP into her state. She wrote a love letter to the Chinese ambassador saying how great a friend China is. You can look at it. We put it on our website, rondesantis.com. There's also a video of her
get your
as
plugs in
governor
now.
standing
subscribe
in
to
front
the
of a
Ron
People
DeSantis
laughed at
YouTube
him
channel.
saying that. Listen.
Stannis.com. There's also a video of her as governor standing in front of a Chinese flag with a Chinese business saying that she now works for them, talking about this Chinese company.
Go to www.rondesantisiscool.net.
Now here's the problem. The rhetoric is different, but the one. Her donors, these Wall Street liberal donors, they make money in China. They are not going to let her be tough on China, and she will cave to the donors. She will not stand up for you.
15 seconds.
It's always cave.
She's a cave woman.
Why are Americans switching to these unusual European-style bath towels? Drying off with a dirty towel is basically like dunking your head in the toilet. Traditional towels hold in moisture.
I relate because I do both.
First of all, he's mad because those Wall Street
He's
donors
just
used to
jealous.
support him, and now they support me.
He's just
You mad,
jealous.
bro?
He's just
You
jealous.
mad.
God, he is... First of all, my opponent is seething and molding.
The second thing is,
As you can
he
see,
has
I
a
drew
company,
Mr.
a
Ramaswamy
Chinese
as the
company,
soy Wojak.
UGAS, that he just did a rally there last year. They have given you $340,000 in campaign
It's an
donations
American company.
between them and their employees. They are
You're
tied to
just
the
jealous.
Communist
You should say you're just jealous.
Thank you. Jinko Solar is
Irrelevant.
another one. They went and expanded. You gave $2
We should bring
million
back the
in
Rice
subsidies.
Gum School of
China
Argument.
from buying land in
We
the
should...
state of
Rice Gum should really host this debate.
Confucius Institute. Nikki Haley brought Confucius
He just
Institutes
throws
to
money
the
at them the whole
universities in
time.
South
That
Carolina.
is not
I
true.
ejected them. So I have a record of standing up and do what's right. And here's the
You
thing.
have a record of lying.
She's trying to say things like that. Even the liberal
Damn.
media groups that usually if I say the sky is blue, they'll fact check me and say that's wrong. They looked at her charges. They said it was totally false, that they could not find one instance of me recruiting a Chinese business coming to
yeah, because it was nighttime when you said that.
Florida. You know why?
Well, yeah.
Because we never recruited any Chinese businesses to the state.
Ah! All right. We might
Okay.
revisit this if I might take a look at this on my own and see if there's anything worth watching here. But I
Yeah.
think we're done for now.
Yeah, we saw the blowhard thing, so we saw the peak of this.
And Christie won.
Yeah, Christie
won.
2024. Okay.
Christie actually won the election.
I'm about to get blown
Yeah.
hard. You feel me?
All right. Well, I appreciate this. You guys
Damn.
watching. It was pretty damn good long stream, like 2.5 hours.
Yeah.
Thank you, everyone. Be sure to like and subscribe.
Yep.
Oh, do people
yeah.
say that anymore? Is that a thing people say?
Be sure to smash that like button.
Be sure to blow hard that like button and subscribe.
All right. We'll talk. Bye-bye.
Oh yeah.
That's all, folks.
Oh yeah.
Oh.